The following podcast contains naughty language and ridiculous situations. Listener discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the benefit event that is now known as Darkness for Light, which will happen March 30th at the Cove Music Hall. I have a big announcement to make, and that announcement is the night will be kicked off by an absolute certified legend, songwriter, or a guitar hero, incredible producer. Roger LaValle will be playing a rare solo acoustic set to open up the night. So, if you're in the area or driving distance, I'll see you all there. And welcome to Trick or Treat Radio.
Zombies. You're listening to Trick or Treat Radio, starring the Deadites.
Welcome to episode 290 of Trick or Treat Radio. Trick or Treat Radio is a phantasmagorical spin kick straight through the heart of pop culture, navigated by the Deadites. The Deadites are the world's greatest electroshock band. We destroy monsters, we drink booze, we win championship belts, and also we throw benefit shows. Dynamo. That's a big announcement there.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good time. Know what I've realized from when we were doing the collaborating stuff together for the greatest hits
The
there.
what? Collaborating?
Oh, I was going to say collaborating stuff for the greatest hits, but I'm much better at remembering when the dates are and stuff now than I used to be. All the months.
That's good.
Yeah. I used to say shows were in the wrong month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm better at it now. But it's going to be good, Roger Valley. I have to try to find a way to talk about what exactly who the benefit is for in case they are listening, because it's a surprise right now. But here's the gimmick of Darkness for Light. It was created by myself and Ted at the Cove Music Hall, and every year someone gets picked to be the recipient of this benefit or an organization or whatever, and the person who has the benefit this year, over the course of the next 12 months in between now and next March, gets to pick who the benefit is for next year.
Oh, that's cool.
Thing. Yeah, so it's unlike the Mother.
So you got to pick.
Well, kind of, yeah, sort of. But I didn't. This was actually Ted's idea. Ted picked me and to pick this person because he loves my family very, very much. So, we've become very close over the last bunch of years. I guess it's been a bunch of years. Best few years since we've reconnected, and he's definitely in the Deadites and Trick or Treat Radio's corner, which makes me feel like he always has our best interests in mind. He's always willing to turn the wheel over to us, which is real nice. But this time, this is his thing. He just asked me. He wanted it to be spooky themed, and it just
not spoopy.
No, not spoopy.
Okay.
And it just so happens that me and my super intelligent, super cool business partner happen to run the spooky bands in this town.
I'm not helping you with it. I'm not in a spooky band.
The other business partner. I got a lot of. You're not my worst looking business partner.
I'm not your best looking though. I'll admit that.
But you're in the running.
Oh shit, Julie!
As long as there's a tiny wipe.
Julie Meow Meow says, "Happy V-Day, cats."
Speaking of good looking and talented,
Cecil's hanging out. He says, "Ready to rock. Happy Valentine's, everyone."
Thank you, Cecil.
Cecil,
He's talking just to you.
Thank you, Big C.
Big C. Big
Cecil,
Cece.
you're pretty handsome too, Cecil.
Is he handsome?
Yeah, he's got handsome film knowledge too.
Yeah,
He's got a handsome voice.
He sure does.
give that dude a smooch.
Smooch and a kiss. Mm-hmm. Would you give him a Nicole Kidman HJ?
No, it's a BJ.
Whoa. That's a sequel.
Did she just give
It's
it?
a
Was it just
sequel.
a handy?
I was waiting for the BJ.
It was a handy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just
It was a
handy.
sequel that deserves no
It was an
sequel.
angry, dry handy in the parking lot.
Yeah.
In my head, it escalated further.
Yeah. Am I the only one that kind of wanted
Mars was thinking about it last night.
I love Nicole Kidman. She's one of my she's like poison. Like I don't think that I would be able to even
She'd be Poison Ivy? Is she
Yeah.
your Poison Ivy?
It would be another one of those instances like Angela Bettis where I feel like I would be saying I really enjoy your work and you're very talented, but what I'm really saying is like I want to watch you undress from the bushes.
I
Like
think she looks best in the movie called To Die For, if you've ever seen that one.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, it is a good movie, and she looks fantastic.
Danny Elfman did a great score for that, too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot that Elfman did the score
Yeah.
for that. Yeah.
Julie
Hasn't she played a foxy pedophile twice now? Like what?
yeah. Julie Meow Meow says Nicole Kidman tossed salads.
Whoa.
Whoa, is that?
That's a weird
Can we
sign on
corroborate
Raw.
that?
I want to have that sign at wrestling.
Let's collaborate that.
Oh, shit. Big C says, same Mars. I think you're talking about that.
Yeah, she's tough.
Yeah.
I could watch her pee in the beginning of that movie all day long.
And he says, Australians are crazy. And then he says, Refn is a big fan of To Die For.
I bet.
Really? Yeah.
Speaking of crazy Australians, I don't know if he's going to be joining us live. We haven't seen him in a bit, but big ups and happy birthdays to Drive Jack and Mark.
Yeah.
The saucy Aussie.
The saucy Aussie. I like that.
Yeah,
That's
see,
good.
Wait, did I miss his birthday?
The thunder from down under.
Hold on. Facebook, did you fail me?
We all liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you?
I don't know. It usually tells me. Maybe I did. My days start at
like 4 a.m. now.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not like when I get to like 11 o'clock and I've been up for like 12 or 13 hours. It seems like.
Well, I didn't get any notification. Today's birthdays are instead it was him praising himself for his own birthday, and we all caught that, and we're
I
like,
still don't see
"Hey,
it.
happy birthday, Mark!"
Well,
No, I saw it.
No, Grease Jacket Beck posted something yesterday.
Yeah, that's what it was. All right,
And
that's
then,
what it was.
And then the real birthday populated in like real time.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they're in the future.
in real normal time.
Yeah, American time.
I saw a picture. I saw a nice picture of him with a dog. That's the only thing I saw.
Right here.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. So on tonight's show, it is Valentine's Day. We're recording this on Valentine's Day 2018. And we had asked some folks, and if there's folks out there listening live that have not sent in their Valentine's Day tidings, if you will, there's still time, and Dynamo would love it. He wants to hear Valentine's Day tidings so bad. So bad. So if you guys want to send in a voicemail, if you're watching, listening live, there's still a little bit of time. You can send a voicemail or an email, podcast@trickortreatradio.com. And you can choose one of the hosts on the show, choose one of our former guests, one of the guest co-hosts that we've had, one of the, I don't know, just one of the topics that we brought up, one of the movies that we reviewed, anything like that. Any of the regular kind of rotating cast that we have on from time to time. Just pick someone and let us know your Valentine's crush or your feelings about that person.
Oh, good.
It's going to go real well.
Honestly,
It's not the worst idea we've had.
It's close to the bottom, dude. This is the worst idea you've had in a while.
We could talk about the fall.
Yeah, if there's anybody fucking sensitive here, you're not gonna do them any favors.
There's no one here is sensitive.
Fucking Monster Zero fetal position out by his car in the rain, crying because he's nobody's Valentine.
Wait, it's raining?
Huh?
It's raining?
Yeah. It's raining tears from one Michael Raven channels. Nobody's Valentine. He's hanging out the window.
So to celebrate Valentine's Day, of course, we're going to review the new Hellraiser movie, right?
Obviously.
Yeah.
Makes sense to
perfect
me.
sense.
So Hellraiser Judgment, we're going to be talking about that. It just hit VOD on the 13th of February. So if you guys are listening to this, and First Time Mike also informed me that it hit Redbox the same day as well. So
Redbox.
So you got Redbox, you got VOD. If you want to check out the latest installment of the Hellraiser series, you can do so. And we'll be discussing that. And then we'll play your voicemail and just kind of shoot the shit. And we have a big announcement for our guest next week. I'm real excited about it. We'll talk about that a little bit later, though. So that's what's on the plate. There's a couple things I wanted to talk about. Two things. I just posted both of them to the Trick or Treat Radio Facebook group just within the last couple hours. So if you guys are on Facebook and you're not already a part of the group, go to facebook.com/groups/Trick or Treat Radio and ask to join, and we'll let you in. And in there, you'll see that I posted. I don't know if it.
I did say happy birthday. That's how fucking stupid my life is.
Okay, we've all moved on.
Well, I felt bad. I love that guy like he's blood.
Then you could have just quietly did something on your phone.
You love him like he's blood and you're a vampire?
Oh, thank you.
MZ, did you see? I don't know if you even saw this.
What?
This video here. I'll play it. I won't put the sound on though. Just
if there's cake involved.
This better be worth my time.
no, there's no cake involved.
What else are you doing?
See, okay, MZ's watching the video.
All right.
We'll get a live reaction. Someone knocking on the door. Yeah, I'll turn the sound up.
All right.
Whose house is this?
I don't know. It's not my fucking house.
I'm scared.
Looks like Tiny's old house, doesn't
It's
it?
kind of like a first person, like you playing GoldenEye, the movie. Well, I guess it was a movie.
Oh, they didn't lock their door, huh?
No. Oh, no fucking way.
What?
Oh.
What's this?
They're back.
In print?
Oh.
Shit.
Oh.
That's Fangoria.
Who did this?
It's Fangoria, man. They're
Yeah,
back in
but-
print. There's new owners, I think.
All right.
So there you go. What do you think about that, MZ?
That's pretty awesome. Good. Good.
another
I'm
magazine
glad to
you
hear
won't
that.
For a minute, I thought it was Drive Jack at Mark's house. I really thought like he's gonna pop up with his dog and like a naked cop and like an army of like ladies.
I do love Drive Jack and Mark.
I know.
When whoever it was that opened the door, I looked outside.
It's a
and
little
it
kid.
looked like the scene from They Live, huh?
Yeah, it
Like
did
the
look
neighborhood
Oh,
from
okay,
They
yeah.
Live.
It doesn't
Yeah,
look
yeah.
like a very
Yeah,
good
yeah.
neighborhood.
I'm like, oh shit.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I don't know much more than that, but it's coming back. So that's all I know.
Right. Hey,
So-
good for them. Good.
So
Glad to
Fangoria's
hear.
coming back, and then also what dropped today on YouTube is our friends over at Astron 6 released Divorced Dad.
Yeah.
The first 5 episodes, and
I
it
gotta
is
check that out.
fucking awesome.
How long is
It's
each
on
episode?
YouTube. Like between 5 and 8 minutes. You can watch the whole thing in like a half hour.
Nice. I gotta check it out.
Is it a whole season? The first?
They just dropped 5 episodes. I have no idea if that's the whole season or not. They just dropped 5 episodes on YouTube today. So it is fucking hilarious, though. I was gonna tell you about one of the things, but I don't want to say.
I don't even know if I like it, to be honest. But we'll see.
The typical.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem. I fucking ride around on a boat all day with this guy. Do you think I need any more divorced dad antics?
What from Astron 6 haven't you liked?
I don't know. I was just wanted to make that joke. Actually,
But fair enough.
He didn't mean it.
ex-wife.
Is Connor Sweeney in it?
his cock is.
Is Connor's
Unfortunately,
weenie?
not. Unfortunately, I don't think he is.
That sucks.
He is credited. He's directing it and writing it, but yeah, I didn't see him at all in it. So sorry.
No Connor's weenie.
Adam Brooks is in it though, and
Nice.
he plays it. He plays a fucking great character.
Should we be saying something like sexy right now to try to solicit Valentine's? Is that how that should work?
No, he shouldn't.
Monster Zero, you go first.
You're not gonna rely on me to do that.
Michael Ray
Because I'm about the most least romantic person you're ever gonna come across.
Here's Divorced Dad. You guys want to watch the first episode?
No.
No.
I
Why?
do, but not on the air. That's probably,
That's good.
this is funny.
I actually really want to watch this.
He goes to. It's basically like Divorced Dad is trying. It's a public access show, and he's trying to like tell you all about the cool things to do around town. And in one of them, he goes.
like Simon Gotch.
In one of them, he goes to learn how to wrestle.
Is it set in the 80s?
Not necessarily.
This is just how Canada looks.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair. They're still in the 80s.
They're so good at reliving that whole 80s aesthetic.
Yeah.
The way video looked back then and everything. They got it nailed down.
Lots of fun things out there for you to get into living your new single life. And hey, now's
We
time
should-
to talk about
I
it.
We
like-
should see if
I
we can
like-
get Divorced Dad on the show. Because
That'd be good.
I know Matt Kennedy won't come back on.
That's fair.
Yeah. I love how the second D in Divorced is like so off kilter.
Well, and they show like the production of it is like really shitty because it's a public access show, you know. So I implore everyone to go to YouTube and do a
Divorced
search
Dad.
for Divorced Dad. There's 5 episodes, and it's really funny. I watched them as soon as they dropped earlier today.
Oh. A little binger.
Bachelor Zero.
Zero.
If we were gonna
behind door number 1.
If we were gonna go back to your place and watch some YouTube videos, what would you show me?
We would watch some Divorced Dad.
Yeah, good.
And
Something
then we
involving
would
cake.
then we would watch cake
no.
farts.
Oh.
And then we would cap it all off with some CryptoCast.
Wow.
Sounds sort of like
What a
hanging out at my
shitty
house.
date.
You got to be more. Listen, you got to be more sexy. You got to be like, yo, baby. I'm like the Royal Rumble. When you get in a ring with me, somebody comes every 90 seconds. And then, unfortunately, I get eliminated.
Yeah, right away.
So you got to work on you got to work on your stuff.
Yeah, maybe I do.
Should have Dynamo teach you like Diet Coach.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot. We got to do the dating profile thing, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
No, we don't have to do that.
No, we do. You know what's gonna be awesome when your girlfriend, who totally doesn't fucking love you, comes across those because she's on all these dating profiles. It's gonna be like the fucking really ugly version of the Escape song.
This is so
Escape
funny. I just want to watch Divorced Dad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was amazing. That freeze frame was amazing.
In this episode, he builds. He does like stunt work and stuff like that, or he's supposed to, and he builds like his own
Bulletproof vest.
Bulletproof vest. Thank you. Yeah.
With a life jacket.
Yeah.
And a sheet pan.
Yes, exactly.
That could work. We should do that in NCW.
I think it was a Goldberg. Bret Hart wore when Goldberg speared him.
Oh, yeah. That was bad.
Oh my god. This is riveting podcasting,
Yeah, we
I'm
have
sure.
to stop.
Well, we're having fun. That's pretty good.
We're doing live commentary over Divorced Dad episode 1.
Oh my fucking god, that's funny.
Come back.
And I can't even hear it. I'm just watching it. It's hysterical.
I'm just gonna. I'll stop in like 30 seconds.
You know what my favorite part?
You guys see this? Hold on. Hold on.
Yes, it's a loaded weapon. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's
You guys
okay.
use a trained professional.
Trained professional.
By no means should you ever use a gun at home.
Is this the first episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the scissors. Get the scissors, Giles. Yeah.
Giles.
Gotta get this thing off him. I don't know how it works.
Holy shit.
Wolfie, remember when
Fucking crying.
Wolfie, remember when we were producing cable access?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
It was nothing like this.
No, no one got shot. No one died. There's no blood on set, as far as I remember.
I feel like this is happening at the same cable access network that that D. Snyder manages on Holliston.
Technical difficulty.
I like how it's brought to you on the first and third weekend of the month.
Yeah.
You know what? I was just thinking. Speaking of cable access, you know who we should have on the show soon?
Who?
Monster Zero's brother. He's like become the Brian Michael Bendis of literature. He's written like 12 or 13 books this week.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he's going to, I don't know when it is, but he's going to some sort of writing seminar or convention or something like that. I think it's out in Boston somewhere.
Wow, Wes. How you Karens have grown.
Julie Meow Meow says, roses are red, violets are purple. Cover yourself. I can see your nurples.
That's fucking sexy. Can you say it again, Johnny? Slower?
No.
I think she's talking to you, Zero.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, my God, it's not even cold in here.
You can see your baloney gumdrops.
Yeah.
Why are those like that?
I don't know. How the hell do I know? I was born weird.
You should be bleeped out. They should have
You should be like
I should be optically sensitive.
Yeah,
you should be like REM's
Like
pop song 89 video.
Jesus.
Julie Meows also says, Hellraiser, yeah! The original is one of my top 5 favorite horrors. The second is great too. The rest are meh.
There you go.
I can't quit you, Julie.
Why would you quit her?
She's certainly not wrong on that.
No, but I'll tell you what is wrong. The fucking weird Nightbreed business I have going on next to me here.
Yep.
He's like a train wreck. You can't look away, huh?
You look like you're wearing like a Gene Simmons outfit under there. Like you have like a fucking studded brassiere on or something.
Yeah, like a Madonna Blonde Ambition tour. Whatever
Yeah, exactly. Like you got in the Shannon Tate's closet from some of her 90s action films.
Or like that robot from Transo Z that shot the missiles out of her
right.
breast.
Aphrodite's Axio.
Yeah, is that what her name was? Okay. That was sexy.
Creepy Girl says, you guys are funny. Do you like me? Check yes or no.
No.
Wait, who said that?
Wait, who said that?
Creepy Girl.
She said,
yes.
She said could have done favorite Valentine horror or favorite horror couple.
Capital
See,
check.
that was the first thing that came to mind. I didn't want to do favorite Valentine horror because it would have been My Bloody Valentine. Everyone would have picked it, right?
Oh, yeah.
I thought we were talking about Monster Zero's boobs still. I love Creepy Girl. I'm gagging in my mouth. This is so weird. I never would have noticed those fucking... It looks like he has fucking 2 tarantulas on his chest.
I like Creepy Girl's boobs.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You can't say that.
Put down there!
You can't say that.
Oh, yes, I can.
Captain Outrageous.
Just because her name is Creepy Girl doesn't mean you have to be creepy to her.
Yeah, it's not an invitation.
What? Are you kidding me?
You're embarrassing us and you're embarrassing yourself.
Well, so long as I'm not embarrassing myself.
Fucking Larry Lint over here.
Everyone's excited about Fango coming back. Raven J says, wait, I'm all for Fango coming back, but will it still be expensive?
I never thought it
Probably.
was expensive.
Well, I mean, you got to pay for the fucking paper.
I mean, what was it when it left? What, like $8-9?
Yeah, magazines are about $9 now. It's
Yeah.
fine.
And then Julie says, you don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
That's true.
Can we fill that out right now?
Yeah.
What are we waiting for? That's a perfect
And
Valentine's.
Julie also wants more CryptoCast.
Yeah, well, so does Dynamo, but
Yeah.
I think my CryptoCast now would be considerably less fun.
And Corny says, it's time to talk turnips. That would be my profile headline on it.
That's what it looks like. That would be fucking under his T-shirt.
Under his T-shirt.
Turnips.
Oh, Creepy Girl says he can say that. Thank you.
Wow.
All right. Carte blanche over here.
Look at you.
See that? I'm special.
I like him
You're
too. I
special,
just didn't
all
say anything because I'm not fucking lecherous.
Yeah.
I'm just admiring her female form.
Not helping.
Maybe not helping. Shut up.
It's not being any better.
I know you do sound like really molesty. Cloudy with a chance of molesty.
Maybe that'll be my new name, Mo Lester.
No.
No? Okay.
What's better than like Darkhorn Leghorn?
Darkhorn Leghorn. It was Desmond of the Outer Santorum.
Why did you? First of all, right, I have a lot. I forgot about this, but as I listened the other day, I have a lot of questions. Right? Why? What sort of mystical clout do you have if you're outside of the Santorum?
Let me in! Let me in!
Basically, what your name.
You want to know where I got it from?
I'm going to translate, like in occult, what your name means. Right? Reader of the Outer Library.
No, let me explain let me explain where I got it from.
Goth Mad Libs.
Desmond of the Outer Santorum came from a Three Stooges short.
Okay.
It's acceptable.
All right. It was an episode. It was the episode where they were playing moving men, and they go into a castle where they have to move a piece of armor, and the armor is talking to them. You know which episode I'm talking about? All right, you obviously don't.
I'm just fucking
No,
distracted.
sorry, I was looking at a picture that Raven J sent. But it explains the Nicole Kidman "will toss your salad" thing. So let me put it on the.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's from WWE. John Cena's in the ring, and someone in the third row has a sign that says "Nicole Kidman will toss your salad."
Oh, that's funny. That's really a thing.
Yeah. So it's all right. Well, if someone held the sign up, it's got to be real, right?
Yeah.
I'm not even into that, and I couldn't say no.
Of course you couldn't.
No, I'd give.
You wouldn't say no to Ryan Gosling doing that to you.
It's one of those things where it's like there's so many other things I'd rather you be doing right now. Like I applaud.
Well, here's the question.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried it? How do you know it wouldn't be your favorite?
You don't
thing?
have to answer it. I don't know if I want to know.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like you're saying that. You know, if you're saying that without any, like,
What, tossing salad?
yeah.
Yeah, I do that. I call it Tuesday.
I've been there.
I bet.
I find that fascinating.
I think he's the only one I'd want to hear that story of. I don't want anyone else to tell it.
No, because there's always some comical connotation.
You realize that we're talking about a sexual act, not like Super China Buffet, right?
No.
All right, so Darkhorn.
No. So
Darkhorn, Leghorn?
No, that's Blinkhorn.
Foghorn,
Blinkhorn.
A Necronomicon, son.
No, it's and it was an episode with Shemp, and the door was left open. They left the door open, and because it's raining and windy outside, the wind slams the door shut, and they're like, "What was that?" And Shemp is like, "Oh, that's the creaky door. Hello, everybody." And he says, "This is Desmond of the Outer Santorum." And I always thought that was a cool name, so I always thought that if I went with that.
I'm trying to figure out what's less interesting, us watching a television show or listening to you reiterate one.
Well,
why don't we do both at the same time?
Yeah.
Very special Valentine's Day episode.
Yeah. Off to a really rocking start, like they always do.
So wait, did someone toss your salad, or did you have your salad
Oh,
tossed?
No, my salad wasn't tossed.
That'd be weird.
Well, to him it would be.
Yeah. I prefer syrup.
What? So did you, like... I
don't like this line of questioning.
So you don't want to hear me reiterate
I
about a
didn't
TV
say
show,
it.
but you want to hear about this.
Well, I just want to know if you, like, you know...
Been there, done that. That's all I'm going to say.
I just want to know
Let's
who's...
move on.
I just want to know who to, like, fucking not kiss.
You've already kissed her, probably.
Are you kidding me? I didn't even know her name.
Yeah, I know that's not true. I didn't know her name. Her toe tag was smudged.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
they put up less of a struggle.
Oh, Jiminy
boy.
Crickets.
All right.
That's a good way to go, John.
Maybe I should introduce people.
Yeah.
All blue and everything.
All right, I am Johnny Wolfenstein, the pencil pusher and producer of
Her
media
brown
for
eye
Trick
was
or Treat
already
Radio, the Deadites, the Grand Guignol Network. Also, co-host of the Outside Corner Fantasy Baseball Podcast, and one of the co-hosts of the Five Horsemen Wrestling Podcast. Mine's getting as long as yours, Raven Shadow.
Yeah, let's measure.
Ooh, hey now.
You want to compare?
Go in the bathroom and check
you
it
want a
out.
sword fight?
Oh.
Grab a ruler.
It's Valentine's Day.
It is. All right, we also have the immortal gunslinger, the singer and lyricist for the Deadites, and also one of the co-hosts of the Five Horsemen Wrestling Podcast, Dynamo Mars.
Hi, everybody.
You were leaning deep into that chair.
Oh, man, Monster Zero almost made me have a heart attack. See, if we can just keep you for this part and the part after and don't let you talk about movies at all, you're an asset.
Oh, good.
If you talk about movies, you're just an ass. I'm all burpy all of a sudden from laughing.
You burpee every week.
Yeah, it's bad now.
Oh, we have a Mars. We have an update to the Ryan Gosling will toss you a salad. There you go.
I think I would like it from Ryan Gosling. I think I would like to give it to Nicole Kidman.
So it'd be like a train.
Yeah,
so like
it's like Human Centipede 3.
Yeah.
Is that
3.5.
Is that because girls don't poop, Mars?
I don't know that they do.
Not nice girls.
You don't know.
How would I know? I don't follow girls around in the bathroom.
You live with one.
Yeah, well, she has her own bathroom. I don't know what goes on in there. My cat poops.
This is a weird episode.
That's the Outer Santorum.
Can I just, right now, skip my intro? I don't want to be associated with this.
We also have the vulgar guru of horror, star of Blood Pig's Fetus, and the upcoming Morbid Tales, and also the upcoming
Septic.
Septic.
Yeah.
a one-time contributor for Horror Hound magazine. Maybe we can get him to contribute something to the newly reborn Fangoria.
Why don't we have our own blog or something?
Blarg.
Who's gonna fucking keep that shit up?
Well, we could just all do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raven Shadow
last
could be in
2
charge
weeks.
of it.
Have you looked around this room?
I don't like to, but I have.
Well,
I
is
have such sights to show you.
the person I'm referring to is Monster Zero.
Well, I may not have any cash, but I'm still talking trash. Fuck y'all.
Wowzers.
You've been thinking of that one all week?
No, it just came to me.
You had to heard it somewhere. I don't believe you.
Oh wait,
No.
listen. Bachelor Zero,
Actually,
give me your best trash talk.
Actually, I heard that from a Three Stooges short.
Of course you did.
My best trash talk. Raven Shadow.
You just did it.
Take out the trash.
Wow.
Good one.
Wow. We also have the Triumph Riding, Stage Erecting, Chief of Security,
no,
and America's
no,
Sweetheart,
No.
Aries.
No, he's not here. He's not here.
He's in the Outer Santorum.
Actually, it's Michael Neal. He's
He morphed again.
he went back to drinking whiskey.
Last week, Aries, in your chair, we had Michael Neal, and he has a not as majestic, but he has a beard as well, and a lot of people thought that it was you.
Oh yeah, no, I had a free minute, so I actually decided to click on and look on the YouTube, and I was like, wait a second, this is the wrong day. I'm sitting right there.
It looked like Tiny White was cosplaying his Aries.
Yeah, Michael is tall and skinny.
Yeah.
We also have the chain smoking, hand kissing, baby shaking, lorazepam loving, former comic book reading nerd, the official smoke chamber for Castle Wolfenstein, the Pipper Promotions, the Italian rapscallion, the professional bullshitter, the cool principal, the proprietor of the sexy speakeasy, and the Parisian Bruja himself, Michael Ravenshadow.
Did you add another thing in there?
I didn't add it. He added.
I didn't add anything new, no.
The professional bullshitter?
Yeah.
No, it's been in there for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't remember that.
That was a fan choice.
Yeah, Julie Meow Meow's
Yeah,
asked
that
me
was it. That was there.
I added at the same time we
I
added
must
cool
have just zoned out
principal
for
and
the whole
sexy
thing.
speakeasy.
Yeah, which was a real smart move by you, Wolfie.
I should just catch some sleep while it goes on.
Listen, let me tell you something, Monster Zero, okay?
Yeah.
You're a motherfucker that was born on third base who thinks he got a fucking triple.
Right.
What?
All right?
How is that? What?
That's my trash talk, and because you did the whole thing, and I
Yeah,
was
but
trying to.
what?
It's because you were born. You.
That's something you say to a rich person.
Well, he's got more money than God. That's why he's always tied. He's always working. Ask him; he'll tell you.
Yeah, him and his Walmart T-shirt.
That's why he has so much cash. He buys T-shirts by the 8-pack.
By the 8-pack?
Yeah.
Pack.
8-pack twin.
Yeah. How many packs come in?
8-pack.
3-pack. All right. No, you're a nice guy, Monster Zero.
3-pack.
3-pack.
If I was fucking trying something new, I'm sorry. I guess I'll go fuck myself. Bombaleo.
Julie Meow Meow says girls don't do anything gross.
I
right.
agree.
And Creepy Girl says, Mars, that's mean. I love hearing what MZ has to say. He's always good with facts like dates of people's names, and I love when he gets y'all going.
What about last week when
She
there was
wishes
a
that
fucking...
he was
She
getting
loves
her
me.
going.
She loves me.
Why don't you do that? Why don't you go there and do sex?
I will do that.
Do the sex.
Yeah. How much is a flight from?
If
Creepy girl, we're gonna do sexy time, you and me.
God.
like
So
think
fucking weird.
like what? Honestly, if you just disappeared for 2 days,
Which would she even know?
right? She would have no idea.
Yeah, she wouldn't even know.
She
Working
wouldn't
overtime.
care.
Oh, except for the fact that you wouldn't
Well, say you're in the hospital. Then you
set up
catch
a
her.
ride so she can get from place
And
to
then
place.
if I get caught, then I'll really be in the hospital.
Hey, we could use the green screen.
No, you won't.
And we'll pretend that we're like.
Green screen.
If you get caught, you just don't have to come. Why would you? Here's the point: if you go there and you
we can
and
set
you're
this
with
up
that
and make this happen.
awesome, beautiful, funny, sexy person who likes you and has a lot in common with you,
Yes.
right?
And
Why would
obviously
you
has
wanna come
very
back?
low morals.
No, she has high
low
morals
standards.
and low standards.
I may have watched too many sitcoms when I was younger, but I have the perfect alibi.
Mm-hmm.
We hire someone to wear a full body cast.
Yeah, now you're talking.
That only the eyes. They can't even talk. Perfect. She can come visit you. You don't even have to listen.
We have to find somebody shaped like you. So if the listeners know
No,
anybody
it
that's
doesn't
9
even matter.
months pregnant,
We can form the cast.
Huh?
We
It's true.
can form the cast on him, cut it off, and put it on someone else.
Yeah.
Actually, I have something like that we can use.
Nah, see, what do you got a full body?
I
cast?
don't
Think she'll
even wanna
perform
know.
a Nicole Kidman?
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, I do. We can
Why did
cut
you
it.
bring it up on the air? I don't want to.
No, it's something I have still at the house.
No.
we
Zip
can cut it off.
Nope.
We can
Zip it. Zip.
Yeah, duct tape.
Let's do that. Yeah. Actually, creepy girl, why don't you come up for a few days? You can stay at my house.
Oh, now you're talking.
Now who's being creepy?
Well, no, you can't touch him. You have to get a seedy motel or something for that. But for the rest of the time, you can stay at our house, and you can see if you have a real live love connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
October's coming.
And if we do, I'll be done in 2 and 2.
You'll be done in
You old smoothie.
yeah, you smoothie.
She, I bet you she.
Leaping Lando Buffalo.
I bet you.
Lando Buffalo.
I bet you she do every weird thing you wanted.
Play Transformers.
Actually, I don't want to know what weird. Creepy girl, stay still. How still can you stay?
Shit.
Yeah, like I don't want to know the weird things that you'd want.
I could get pretty freaky.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We'd probably have to get him some Viagra to keep up with her.
That's true. Oh, I'm.
That might need.
I need Viagra just thinking about keeping up with her.
I need Viagra just
Christ.
thinking. I need Viagra just
sorry
thinking about
fucking
it.
weird.
Yeah, Johnny.
This is fucking weird.
This took a turn.
Evil Corny.
I crossed
Aries,
the line.
Aries fucked it up for everybody.
Viagra crossed the line. Okay, I see how this is going.
I shouldn't have introduced him. I shouldn't
Yeah, see?
introduce him.
I'll tell you, that's the one thing I don't need. Everything else I need, though.
Evil Corny says MZ needs to go to Florida. And Julie says Florida's great, except it's like Australia light when it comes to things that will bite or eat you.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's fair.
I would not go there. And it's got bath salt zombies, too.
Well, how far is Bama from Florida?
I'm so mad about this fucking Valentine thing. I know my feelings are going to be hurt. It's going to be fucking awful.
We didn't get many, so don't
I'm
worry
so
about
fucking ugly, I had to roofie myself last time I had sex.
it. Wow.
It's bad times.
How'd it go?
I don't remember.
Are you really getting ass hurt because you think no one's going to send Valentines?
I was hoping I would get ass hurt this Valentine's, but no. I was hoping
If you and Zero need alone time, we can.
I was hoping I'd get a
look the
dead
other
man's
way.
bone.
Wow.
Speaking of hot men, I watched
Speaking of hot men,
I watched a Scotty Atkins movie.
was that the new one?
No, it was fucking not that good, but you always tell when he's making an Undisputed movie because all of a sudden he's not clean cut and he's got a fucking bad haircut and bad facial hair.
Mm-hmm.
But he did this weird thing that he kept doing over and over again. They kept finding reasons for people to drive trucks at him and for him to run up the front of them, like run over them, and then shoot at the truck from the other side. Like, why didn't you just fucking shoot at it in the first place? Why did you have to run over the truck so he could be behind it to shoot at it? But he is fucking handsome.
Ooh.
His abs were out.
Nice.
That guy's got a fucking 22-pack.
Nice.
So everybody check out any Scotty Atkins movie because he's fucking hot. He's really handsome. Oh, and they didn't ADR thing. I think they didn't loop some stuff. So it was he was like supposed to be like this Southern guy, but his English accent kept fucking coming out. So like all of a sudden he'd be like, you know, have this bad Southern accent, but all of a sudden he'd be like, "Everyone, get out of here!"
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, but man, he's so pretty.
That's nice. Go check that out.
You'd like the movie, I think.
I think I have. There's like a couple Undisputed, right? I might have one
Oh
on my
well,
queue.
no, the Undisputed movies you would like. He's like those are modern action. Those are in the. I gave I'm not gonna say who in case he does do the homework and reports back, but I gave one of my dearest friends in the world and one of our favorite listeners some modern action movie homework.
Okay.
And the Undisputed films were definitely on that list. As well as Hard Target 2.
Hard Target 2?
Yeah.
Like the Jean-Claude Van Damme joint?
Harder target.
Yeah. But it's I actually like Hard Target 2 a tiny bit better, I think. I'm sure that's blasphemous, but
Does it have Cajun Wilford Brimley?
no. It's got the Purge 1 and 2 are on that list.
Oh, yeah, I gotta see The Purge.
No, don't see The Purge.
I'm sorry,
just skip The Purge 2.
I saw Purge 1. That sucked.
Of course, the Raid movies, Headshot.
Julie and Corny both say that Alabama is north of Florida.
Yeah, is it close to Florida?
It's fucking right above it.
It touches
it's bordered.
All right, so you could do a trip, hang out with evil Courtney, and
Courtney?
Corny.
You said Corny and Courtney.
It's a soft spot for me. Don't poke the
evil Corny
and evil Courtney.
and evil Courtney. He's gonna have everyone has their kind of like Superman, Supergirl.
Courtney wasn't nearly as evil as I hoped she'd be.
No, but Alabama.
Are we talking about Courtney like Courtney Thorne Smith or Courtney Gaines?
Yeah, Courtney Cock. All of them.
Oh yeah,
Courtney Cox.
I wasn't talking in a lewd way. I wouldn't know.
Oh, Mars is done pissed off Aries, I think.
No, I just think he's talking about a Courtney to have to do with perhaps a spider. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Probably inside
I
baseball.
don't remember.
You don't remember what is a spider spin?
Oh, yeah. Let's not talk about that.
I had to MZ it.
It's bad enough. All of a sudden shows up at the meat raffle like that's where she fucking belongs. Making things
The
weirder.
meat raffle. Were you being raffled?
It was like Bachelor Dynamo.
Bachelor Dynamo. What's your favorite kind of meat?
If you could be
If you could be any kind of meat, what would you be and why?
gummy.
Gummy meat.
Yeah. It's
Why?
my favorite kind of meat.
What?
I like gummy bear meat. I like gummy worm meat.
What?
Huh?
What?
Gummy.
What?
What?
Gummy.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, that was a really high-pitched one, Raymond Shadow.
I was getting the vapors.
Gummy bears are my favorite meat.
What?
What the fuck?
Say what again?
What is going on here?
Gummy. What? Gummy.
What?
You assholes have turned me into David Tennant. I just want you to realize that.
You're the purple man?
I've just. What did you guys like?
Wait, is that Courtney Love?
Yes.
How about Courtney B. Vance?
All my fucking favorite things are happening right now.
You like her?
No, I don't.
No.
That's what caused my last podcast divorce.
It was the beginning of the end. First time Mike says, evening family. Oh, are we pulling a Chuck Woolery and helping MZ make a love connection?
We're fucking trying, man.
You know what, though? And I know that the person in question is not listening, but it can be redeemed. I saw a film part of a film with Miss Love in it the other day, and she was so good that I had seen the film multiple times because it's about one of my favorite entities ever, one of my biggest influences in the world.
Is it the People versus Larry?
And I didn't even realize she was in it.
What was it? Sid Nancy?
No. She plays Andy Kaufman's girlfriend.
Man on the Moon.
Man on the Moon.
Oh, yeah.
And she's actually really quite good.
Brilliant, and she managed to look just like her, too, which was very
Oh, yeah, she was. Yeah.
She was incredible in that movie.
She was really good, actually.
She's growing on me a little bit because even though I don't like her music, it's becoming more and more obvious that she was involved in Kurt Cobain's killing. So.
Wow.
Just because she held a shotgun doesn't mean she was involved.
Well,
And bought it.
yeah. And paid that guy from that shitty fucking punk band to kill him. And think about it. We never would have got Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters playing with Rick Astley like I watched all day today.
That's fair.
She should be, given sainthood. She did say bad things about a lot of other female artists that I like, though. So that's not good.
Oh.
And I think she nailed Trent Reznor, which makes it.
That's fun. I mean, that's just
fun.
This is backstage.
What are you fucking Dungeons and Dragons? Like, you gotta nail a fucking elf.
Who was the elf?
He's a weird fucking short.
I'd fuck an
man,
elf.
Huh?
On a completely different note.
You'd fuck Alf.
I'd fuck Alf.
Yeah. No, on a completely different note. Did you guys see that Marilyn Manson lost his pants on the stage a couple weeks ago?
He's gonna calm down. Didn't he fall off a fucking stage or a stage fell on him?
Yeah, well, he got really hurt, but apparently he was performing well before he should have, and his pants fell down, and he couldn't bend over to pick them up.
Well, that's rock and roll right there.
Did you see his
Someone had to come on. Rhodey had to come on and pull his pants up.
you see his
same thing happened to Gigi
That's like
Allen.
Ozzy Osbourne. That's just.
Jaron!
Did you see his ding dong?
No, he is back to the stage.
No, I've seen that dude's ass
There's
100 times.
There's a reason why it's called Maryland.
You know, but he did smooches on Rose McGowan, so
Yeah.
big ups to him.
Yeah, big ups. Yeah.
Big ups.
Good work.
Rose McGowan. No, I can't say that anymore.
Don't-
It's a
you
light
can't.
in time,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
no, Rose McGowan.
I
Was,
love Rose McGowan.
Rose McGowan was cast in a dream film of mine that we can't mention.
Ooh. The Radiator?
BSM
Yeah,
2.
you can't talk about that anymore.
BSM 2.
Why? That movie has a message of redemption.
Yeah, where Dynamo gets what he wants.
No, the film, that's a good movie. It's a little bit outrageous, don't get me wrong, because Christina Ricci's tied outside naked.
Oh, you're talking about the actual
Black
movie.
Black Snake
I thought
Moan.
you were talking about Dynamo's movie.
Oh, he's going to veer off, take the franchise in a different direction.
You didn't know this?
No, I do. I know. It's sexy.
It's good.
Sexy.
Ryan Gosling's on the Radiator. It doesn't matter.
Ryan Gosling?
Ryan Gosling. Sorry, I'm intoxicated with his love. He really loves me, though.
Evil Corny says Ravenchild needs to do more flashbacks. First assignment, Birmingham, Alabama.
No, that you'll be upset about that.
Isn't that what it is? No.
First time Mike says also check out Universal Soldier Day of Reckoning,
Yeah,
which we
dude.
did.
We
reviewed
reviewed it.
And I was the only one that liked it because everyone else here is communist.
And he says Adkins is really good in that one.
He's fucking great. He fucking kicks a
Van Damme was terrible in that.
It was so bad.
No, Van Damme was good.
Because he wasn't even in it.
Yeah.
No, Van Damme wasn't in it.
No, he was in it.
He had his face painted. He was
barely-
a
Yeah,
fucking
he was like
stunt
fucking,
double.
like Bronson. He was in weird like
Stunt double.
Yeah.
No, it was him.
Cecil says Courtney Love did date Billy Corgan too.
Oh, well.
Well, that's not helping us.
Well, he's involved in wrestling.
I'm not
He
a big
runs
Smashing
the
Pumpkins
NBA, the NWA.
Yeah, he's a grappler fan.
Despite all his rage, he is still Lord Alfred Days.
All right. Well, we should probably move on soon because we have what?
To do a movie
Joking,
review?
but I have a question for you.
You're joking. Okay. What's your question?
I'm choking, and I'm still choking.
Oh, I thought you said joking.
Choking.
Do you have your? I know you're going away for something very special soon.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have your? Are you guys going to Joey Janela's spring break?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very jealous about that. That's the only thing that I'm upset about missing. They're doing if you are a band or a wrestling promotion and want to know how to promote your show, follow this event.
As soon as Joey Janela versus Great Sasuke was mentioned, Coop bought tickets like immediately. He's like, it's gonna sell out. I gotta get them, and he didn't even ask for us to respond, and we just bought tickets for it. So,
and they just announced one of my heroes, one of my and a good friend, Lightning Mike Quackenbush, is going to be on the show
versus David Starr.
Yeah.
All dream matches. So, well, I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit more. But in the future, in April, we are probably not going to have a live show. I think we're going to miss our first live show ever in 4.5 years, 4 years. I don't know, something like that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I may be going. Well, I am going to WrestleMania. I'm actually not going to WrestleMania. I'm going down to New Orleans for all the other events, but not.
You'll be on the road to WrestleMania.
That's right, and on the road,
but you won't be going to.
And I'll be on the road home
Yeah.
from WrestleMania while it's on.
Well, when you go there, when you hit New Orleans, say hi to Doretta for me, will you?
Oh, is she down there?
Yeah, she lives in New Orleans.
Oh, nice.
Couldn't we, in theory, tape live whenever we do it?
Yeah, in theory.
Yeah.
And then
There'll still be a show, is what Johnny's saying.
yeah, there'll still be a show. We may not do a live show. We'll figure it out. There's still some stuff. I don't want to get too.
I remembered what I've been trying to tell you for the last two shows.
What?
My text came backwards to you
What?
when you asked me about a certain date, and I said that the way my text came made it seem like that date was bad. But that date is actually good because I don't work then
Oh, okay.
because of that holiday.
Is this really for air?
I would have fucking forgot and never.
Because this is very cryptic.
This dude fucking we watched a TV show. This dude talked about a TV show, and that 1 minute thing is what fucking derailed the show.
Yes. Because as stupid as all the rest
Whatever
of it was,
McFadden.
there was still a little bit of entertainment involved in it.
There's a little bit though.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Just going, that date is backwards and everything's wrong and I'm an idiot and
Wow, Aries told you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah, whatever. A little bit of entertainment. That's what the fucking Aries honeymoon video is labeled as.
Guys, we got a Valentine's Day email
I can't read
from Chromecast Josh. It's just all hearts. There's about 40 hearts there.
Okay, so
I don't know.
A
You
dude
better
is
count 'em.
sending us 40 hearts.
Thank you, dude.
It says
Okay.
Dynamo is my favorite.
See where that's going.
Yep, lot of
It does not say Dynamo's your favorite, unless, can you translate that? Is that what it says?
Yeah, I speak Hardnese.
Heart and ease. And Josh is also in the chat room. He says, hey, y'all.
Oh, hey.
Hey, yo.
Thanks, Josh. That was very kind of you.
Yeah.
Giving us all those hearts.
Smooches.
All right, we should probably wrap this up and head to a break in a few minutes because Raven Chow's jonesing for a cigarette.
Yeah, I gotta go.
I'm jonesing for crack cocaine.
What?
Yeah.
What's coming next?
What? Chromecast Josh just said Dynamo's my favorite. What the fuck?
Whoa.
Josh,
Well, that means,
you're out of the
you're kind of my favorite. He's kind of
Yeah,
favorite
good
by
tag
proxy,
team.
right? Yeah,
In for a
exactly.
penny and for a pound.
Josh, you're out of the will.
Listen. Now you gotta
Wait,
get something.
Will's off his show.
And he says Ashley also says hi. Happy Valentine's Day. Hello, Ashley.
Hey.
Chromecast Josh's better half.
Ooh.
Way better if Instagram's any indication.
All right, so let's talk about some stuff. If you guys want to help support the show, there's a couple ways you can do so. Head to trickortreatradio.com. Go ahead on the right side, scroll down. You'll see a bunch of things there. You'll see an Amazon logo. You know what happens? You click that, it brings you right to Amazon, and it puts in our affiliate code, Dynamo. I'm going to get to you in 1 sec. And then everything you purchase in that session gets attributed to us. Dynamo what?
Put your damn hand down. That doesn't end well.
I used it.
Delete.
I used it.
Okay, great.
Even
Thanks.
throat punches?
Are you doing the Matt Hardy delete?
I want to delete most of this end of the table.
What's he trying to delete? I don't understand that.
You.
Oh.
Did you
fuck
just
yourself.
interrupt him to say you used it?
Yeah, it's exciting. It's easy. Even I can do it.
Yeah.
But you interrupted him.
Even a caveman could do
You
it.
know, this isn't wrestling. You don't have to no sell everything I do.
Yeah, but you told him no sell.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
That's not true.
You kind of did.
Chromecast Josh says, yes, she's my way better half. And yes, so go ahead, click on the Amazon link. Everything you purchase in that session gets attributed to us. It doesn't cost you any extra, Raven Shadow.
But it helps keep the lights on.
Yeah, we could use some help.
Yeah, it's kind of dim in here.
So if you guys want to shop on Amazon, you do some shopping, go ahead and use our link. Also, if you live stream, you want to check out our friends over at Make Some Noise.
XSplit.
Our friends over at XSplit. You want to do some live streaming, you want to do a Watch Us Die, a Let's Play, whatever the fuck you want to do, check out XSplit because those dudes are awesome. And if you guys want to buy some digital content, you want to buy all the greatest hits, Trick or Treat Radio Volume 1, 2, 3. They're available on the store. Go to trickortreatradio.com. Click on the store. Everything you purchase goes to the show to help us out for hosting fees and all that good stuff. And we have some T-shirts. We have some buttons, some download cards, all sorts of stuff like that. So give it a look. Check it out. And what else? And if you guys want to give us a 5-star review, we're still hoping to find some 5-star reviews. We haven't got one in a while, and it makes MZ sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to mean it. Just fucking do
Yeah.
it.
So give us a 5-star
You know
review.
what I mean?
Go to Apple Podcasts. Go to Stitcher. Anywhere you listen to the show. And go ahead and rate us. Write a review. It's pretty easy on... If you use the Apple Podcasts app on the phone or on tablet, you just go to the app, open it up, do a search for us, then click on the artwork for us, and then scroll down, and then eventually you'll see write a review. Click on that. Give us 5 stars and then write a couple kind words. Let people know why you dig the show. We'd appreciate it. And if you're not already, most of you guys already subscribed to us, but if not, you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, Satchel Podcast Player, and also, it's not available yet, as far as I know, but it should be in the next several hours to days. We're also going to be on Spotify.
What does that mean?
What? Are you serious? You don't know what Spotify is?
God damn it.
Is it like
man.
iTunes?
Mars just fucking threw his phone.
You know, trying to make you understand is like getting out of the shower to take a piss. You know, it's a big waste of fucking time.
What? Mars just quit the show.
Hey, Mars, come back.
Really? Are you gonna chastise him for not knowing about technology?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Sitting right there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're gonna chastise him.
Thank you, Aries.
Raven Shadow, have you ever heard of Spotify?
Yeah, you talk about it all the time, but
No, I don't talk about it ever.
Oh, well, I dreamt it. Well, no, maybe I am. That's why I'm confused.
So you have the faintest idea?
I know
what
it's a
it is?
thing. What am I gonna do with that? What do I do on Spotify? What am I missing out that I'm not fucking Spotifying?
Music? You listen to music?
I got my iPod.
Yeah, but what do you do if you hear a new song you really want to listen to? What do you do?
He presses play and record on his cassette player.
I put 2 tapes in.
Raven Shadow, let's say you don't have the Big Scary Monster Hunts at Midnight, the Deadite EP. Let's say you didn't have it.
Oh man, I don't even.
And
fucking
you
know.
heard this jam on Trick or Treat Radio, and you're like, "Oh my God, where can I listen to this?
I gotta bump this.
I gotta bump this. Where can I bump this?"
That's what I'm saying. Tell me where to look, Johnny.
You can go to Spotify.
All right.
It's free.
Oh.
Which sucks for us.
Yeah, it's not really
it's
good.
good for you.
That's not a good delivery method.
But
Oh yeah. The free. It's like torrent, right? Like torrent.
no,
Oh.
it's totally legit.
Yeah.
Oh. Then why do we sell it? Why do they sell it if it's?
Well, so here's the thing: every play you get like for every 100 plays,
an angel gets its wings.
No, we get like 0.0000001 cent for every 100 plays or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty. We actually end up owing them money.
Oh shit.
No, but over the course of the 4.5 years that the Big Scary Monster Hunts at Midnight has been available on Spotify, I think we maybe have gotten less than $1.
Probably should have made it more exclusive. Just put it in Walmart.
Probably more than $1, but
They could
not
buy
much.
it in Walmart.
Not much more.
So
So it really sucks. It doesn't. But the thing is, people can listen to the music, right? That's what
great.
matters.
Yeah, that puts turkeys on Mars's table. So we're on Spotify now?
We will be.
All right. So
We got the confirmation that we've been accepted. It's just a matter of
how's that good
waiting.
for us?
because it just opens it up to a whole new audience.
Oh, that's good. Well, good.
It's
Big
like
up.
being syndicated on like a different network.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
You understand how that works, right?
Yeah.
Now we're all of a sudden we're on Univision at 1 a.m. now.
Oh shit, TBS, the superstation.
Well,
So instead of having 14 listeners, we've been bumped up to 22.
no, we got a lot more than that. We
We're not in it for the money. We want to spread our word to the
We're doing it
people.
for a shitload of money.
All right, that's good. Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather sex and drugs, but sure, yeah. Listen to the good.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
sex
That's
and
good.
drugs. Sex and drugs ain't bad, but yeah, sure. Spotify will do too.
Come
sure.
hang out after the show at Hookers and Blow.
All right, yeah.
Julie Meow Meow says, "Get your 8-track at the record store."
Hey, I know what that is.
Operators are standing by.
That's good. That's cool. That's and see what, but see, that's me. I'm trying to like we told a story to the audience because someone else.
Everyone knows what Spotify is, but you.
Oh, well. Sorry. Now I know. That we all know. Now the other one knows.
You don't have to apologize to them.
I tell my dad.
It's pretty much like the biggest place that people listen to music nowadays.
Oh.
All right, well, I think that's it. So let's get ready to go to break. Raven Shadow, you sit down and watch Hellraiser Judgment.
Now you got to ask him more questions. Come
Yeah.
on.
What do you do to prepare for this fucking movie?
I was in a bad fucking mood, John. I had a bad week. I had
Yeah, apparently you look sad when you came
Yeah, I
out.
had the worst week that didn't involve death. And these aren't the worst things, but my fucking dog is broken.
Whoa, what's wrong, Oliver?
Yeah.
Is he all right?
He's all right now, but he's fucking. I brought him into the fine folks at Immaculate Pooch to get a haircut, right?
No, don't do that.
No, he has hair. He has to get a haircut. And they're fine. His friend Nikki is
Oh,
cutting
I
his hair.
thought I heard something bad. I thought you were going to say something bad about it. Okay.
No. So she's been cutting his hair for 8 years. And I go to pick him up, and she says, "You'll never believe what I pulled off Oliver." And I fucking hate that game. And she found a tick on him.
A tick?
And under his toenail. And she said, "There's no way you would have found this because I thought it was a birthmark." So I'm like, it's fucking been 6 degrees in Massachusetts since like December.
It's been a little bit warmer.
And that's the thing. So apparently, if it's like over 40, they can come out.
Yeah, it's over 40.
Ticks are active year round.
Yeah, they're a bunch of fucking assholes, is what they
are.
are.
They are.
But I would never be able to see it. So, but she pulled it off. And she's like, it might be sensitive. So his back paw, he's been limping, like all fucking for 2 weeks, and it kind of bums me out a little bit. My dog's a little broken. I got him on some medicine, but a little sad. So my dog is broken.
He's not broken.
No, but he's not really broken, but he's still sore. He's not high popping.
Your dog had a tick bite.
No, it was removed, but it was in a very sensitive. I'll pull some of your fucking feet out and see how you feel.
Oh, wow.
Jumping around the
From what I understand, I'm certainly no fucking vet, but dogs can deal with, like, if worst case scenario, if there's like Lyme disease, they can deal with it better than humans can, from what I understand.
Yeah, and it wasn't a deer tick. It was a regular.
Okay, good.
Regular tick, who I guess they do have their own like germs and stuff with it.
Yeah.
But and it wasn't super swollen, so at least it's been there for like 3 or 4 days.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But he's not moving. He's not putting his paw down, so that bums me out. So my dog is broken.
Okay, they got 3 others.
Oh, you fucking can't come over then. Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Have we met?
You can't jump on the bed. Dog's broken. I got a pipe broken in the bathroom. That pissed me off.
Why did it like froze or?
No, not even that. No, like the little thing that went to the toilet, like the little pipe. So I come and take Oliver in. I'm carrying his ass. So I come in, it's all spouting everywhere. 9:30 at night. It's a bad night. It's all those things, plus some other things. So I busted open my big old box of bad habits. And I strapped on.
Do you love a scary story? Do you love to dance? The Big Scary Monster Haunts at Midnight is a collection of dark songs about sex, love, death, revenge, and the end of the world. Brought to you by the world's greatest monster hunting electroshock band, the Deadites.
This is Matt Kennedy of Astron 6. You might know me as Manborg. You might know me as Father John Sullivan and Father's Day. But what's important right now is that you're listening to Trick or Treat Radio.
Hello everyone, it's me, Jason Voorhees. You want to keep up to date with the world's greatest monster hunting, electroshock, world-saving superheroes there are? Well, me, I could care less for those sons of a bitches. But if you want to, go to Twitter, @The Deadites. For Michael Ravenshadow, that's the A in the half parentheses, @The Deadites. Keep up to date with tour dates. Sorry. Upcoming shows. Oh my goodness. New releases. Hot dates. Alright, anyway, I'm sorry. @The Deadites on Twitter. Follow everything about the Deadites and Trick or Treat Radio, which admittedly is not a whole hell of a lot.
I'm Mike Allred. For the gidgiest listening experience, you gotta check out Trick or Treat Radio.
We're back on Trick or Treat Radio.
Yes, we are back, but there are 3 of us that are not.
2 of us are back.
Yep, and it's the usual 2. Yourself,
the non-smokers and the non-shitters.
That's right. And I'm sure you people can appreciate that.
You people?
You people. What you mean, you people? Hello, everybody.
Sorry, I stole one of Dynamo's Twizzlers and I got stuck in my teeth.
Uh-oh. Well,
No.
better them than him.
True. All right.
So what we're going to review a film, huh?
We're going to talk about Hellraiser Judgment from 2018.
Okay.
This film is 81 minutes long, and it is a horror movie. Straight up horror. And it is written and directed by Gary J. Tunnicliffe. I think that's how you say that. And the film stars Damon Carney, Randy Wayne, Alexandra Harris, Heather Langenkamp, barely.
Yeah.
Paul T. Taylor as Pinhead, and also Gary Tunnicliffe, the director, as the auditor. And the synopsis: detectives Sean and David Carter are on the case to find a gruesome serial killer terrorizing the city. Joining forces with Detective Christine Edgerton, they dig deeper into a spiraling maze of horror that may not be of this world.
Oh.
May not.
We'll find out.
So this is I believe the 10th film in the Hellraiser.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well,
I lost count after the second one.
well, the interesting thing is they were, like, I guess you could call them direct-to-video, although now I guess VOD is direct-to-video, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, the only one that really got any huge wide theatrical release was Hell on Earth, Part 3.
Yeah.
Everything else was limited release or VOD or
Yep.
direct-to-video.
So this flick here was the interesting thing. Let me try find my notes. Where the fuck my notes go? MZ, did you take them?
Yes, I did. I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, but they're digital. How'd you?
It hurt like hell. Believe me. I'd rather not talk about it.
All right, fine. There it is. All right, let me open up these notes. All right, so the director, I want to talk real quick about Gary J. Tunnicliffe. He has done makeup effects for 92 films.
Wow, so this guy's seasoned.
The makeup effects, absolutely. And he has done the last 6 Hellraiser films. He did the special makeup effects for the last 6. And he's worked on other films like worked on Feast, X-Men Origins Wolverine, Apollo 18, Pulse. What are some of the other big ones? He's done a bunch of big ones. Gone Girl and Scary Movie, Olympus Has Fallen, stuff like that. Like he's a legit makeup effects guy, you know? And he's also directed 4 films, 2 of which are children's films, which is interesting. He did, actually, let me see if you've seen either of these. Have you seen Hansel and Gretel or Jack and the Beanstalk?
Who hasn't?
The children's films?
No.
And he did a TV movie called Within the Rock from 1996.
With Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
No. Although the poster art looks vaguely familiar.
Oh my God, what's that?
The Ultimate Predator Unleashed.
Yeah, I bet.
Hello, Chris Hansen.
And this was his 4th feature film that he had done. One of the things that was interesting, I had actually sent this around to you guys. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch it or not. But in, I think it was 1994.
Really?
No. I think it was 2004. I'm sorry. I don't remember actually. I forget. Let me pull it up real quick and see what that was. I sent these guys a video because the director Gary J. Tunnicliffe did essentially kind of a fan film of Hellraiser, and at the time he was doing makeup effects, so he wasn't really a film director at the time. And let me see what year this was. It was in I think it was published in 2006. But anyways, I don't have the year here right this moment. But so he had sort of he is a big fan of the series, and he loves Hellraiser, loves Pinhead. He just loves the property, and he wanted to keep kind of carry it on, And because he's worked on the last 6 films, he just I think they gave him an opportunity to direct this one, and he had written the story and everything. So I think it's pretty cool that he was able to stick with it for so long and to be able to do this, And yeah, so the video short that I was talking about was from 2004. It's called No More Souls, One Last Slice of Sensation. So go check that out if you guys want to see Gary Tunnicliffe's his short that he did in 2004 it's basically like a Pinhead short.
Wait, that wasn't the movie we were supposed to watch? I was excited that we only had to watch a 6-minute movie.
That was good.
That was in addition to.
And I missed 1 week, and you motherfuckers just screw me all up.
You could ask Aries.
Yeah. Well, Aries types less than he talks.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. So, all right. So this one, Mars, I want you on the mic here. Get on the mic. Are you all right? You all right to talk? Stuff going on? What's going on there, buddy?
Are you all moody now?
He's moody. What is this like?
I'm upset about this movie.
All right, Mars, talk about Hellraiser. You love Hellraiser. You love Clive Barker.
Yeah.
You love the Scarlet Gospels. You love all this shit.
Yeah.
So what's your history with the Hellraiser series?
I read the Hellbound Heart probably too early for me to have read it.
Yeah.
I adore it. It's terrifying. I find the film Hellraiser fascinating. I think it's one of the better, if not one of the best first-time director outings ever. I think that it is the original film is a brilliant bookmark of the beginning of the kind of splatterpunk era, mixed with that kind of refined, classic, ethereal British horror, with the kind of gentleman monster that is, but I find the second one to be a bombastic good time, if not a good, if not a successor to the first one. While it picks up very similar to Halloween 2, it doesn't quite, even though Halloween 2 is very tonally different, it works successively because the fact that it gets more violent than the original seems like the ante is just upping.
Right.
This movie is so tonally different than the first one that it doesn't really go together, but it's enjoyable in its own right. And I watched the third one recently and couldn't get through it.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, third one's a little tough.
Bill by Force gifted me the next group of them, so I'm going to go through those. And I got the Scarlet Box for Christmas the year before last. So at some point, I'm going to go through all of them. Maybe that'd be a fun premium content retrospective for us to do. But
you mean we have to watch all of them?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a lot to ask.
Christ. Sorry. Now, how do I feel that this one fits into the series? It was not very Clive Barker at all.
No.
Barker.
It basically had echoes, right? Like it just was kind of like.
I think the echoes were almost intentionally kept at bay. Barker tends to eschew the very easy and traditional character traits. His stories always seem to happen either in such a mundane setting, there's no authority, if you will, or so far on the outskirts of reality and sanity that there's no authority. So right off, bringing policemen into this, and I know that there was another one where there was a detective in it too, made it not very Clive Barker-y.
I think it was the one of the last ones, right? It had the guy, he played O'Reilly in Oz, and now you know him as
it was definitely
Chaos.
a recent one, yeah.
Who I love the actor.
But I think that how can I word this diplomatically? This seemed like I've been watching a lot of fan films lately.
Yeah.
And this seemed like a fan film. In this fan film, the Michael Ravenshadow style elevator pitch for this was Saw meets Hellraiser.
I saw it as a gory episode of like Law and Order.
Yeah.
Well, and it just did some stuff like in its mythology. It tried to make this like very. It also reminded me of a lot of the urban fantasy that I've been reading lately, where they kind of add a veneer of mundane to fantastic things.
Yep.
But to use a pro wrestling term, in this instance, they kind of exposed Pinhead, right?
Yes.
Like to have him just kind of sitting around or like fucking in the back room, like waiting to get on with his Pinhead.
I do agree.
Am I on?
Sipping on mineral water and
I'll be right there.
He's got green M&Ms in his room.
I'm not going out until I have leather and brown M&M.
But if you keep folding it, it keeps breaking. And I don't want it folded. I want large bread. Then everything has to be folded.
But Pinhead, what if you just put the meat on top of the cracker?
Wow.
But then it's half the size.
Yeah, you don't want that.
And look at this. There's no one. Look, there's no one in here. Look at this little guy here. And so it's a big mess. I can't collect souls like this.
This amp goes up to 11.
No, don't look at it.
Sounds to play for you.
I have such sounds to let you hear.
Hello, Mr. DeBerge.
I mean, you could go collect some souls. And,
I could sell shoes. What size are you?
What are the hours?
No tapes, please. Only CDs here.
All right, so
I don't even know what the fuck we're doing.
You buster.
This is
all
fucking weird.
Yeah, you know what?
Real quick, Julie Meow Meow says Julie and Frank were incredible monsters.
Oh, they were fantastic.
Talking about the original Hellraiser.
But
film.
you know what? I don't know, man. I mean, when you think of
I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but I was going to say something that would have got me in trouble.
Then you must
thing
say.
Here,
Nope.
The thing here is that, and I see it, and it happens all the time, and not that I'm any kind of a religious person. I'm not. I'm an atheist, if anything. But how many times do we have to see in not just in horror movies, but in movies in general? How many times do we have to see religion being played as a bad thing, as an evil thing? They could talk about all this thing about God and the scriptures and believing in God and doing what He says and doing His bidding, and they take that and they twist it and they turn it into something that's inherently evil.
Well, to be fair, look at human history.
Yeah, hashtag.
Well, no, I understand that, but I mean, it seems to be like it's a constant. It's a constant.
It is the
thing that happens.
It is the
in movies.
liberal filmmakers' other go-to. It is the running brother of the government is a bad.
Right, exactly. Why is you're saved by the military in the zombie apocalypse, and the military wants to assault the women, or
It is. I mean, it is a tried and true thing. I mean, it is. I think the religious thing is a little more hackneyed because it's a little more. I mean, it's just like it's more factual. You know what I mean? Right. It's not. It's a worn out metaphor because it's such an obvious.
It's a bullshit story, is what it is. I mean, the whole God angle is not 100% pure. It's not 100% good. I think everybody knows that. But they always play. But they always play this angle.
I'm confused as to your issue with this. You're complaining that the God issue isn't 100% pure, but in this movie, the God issue wasn't 100% pure.
No, I know that. I'm just saying that it's always an angle that movies take. Say, for instance, like all right, say like The Exorcist, for instance, where they use religion and God as a positive thing. Here, and in many other films, but I'll use this as the movie that we're reviewing as an example, that religion and God is treated as a bad thing. It's treated with a way that is not pure.
You can't have it both ways.
You get one of two things. I think is what, and I can't believe I'm fucking.
But
you get one of two things now in movies. I think is what Monster Zero is saying.
Yes.
You get either God is duplicitous and some sort of conspiratorial evil, or you get God. You get the old AFI God called in sick today. You get Preacher, or you get every WB show for the last 25 years.
WB.
Well, I mean,
heaven.
That's a small part of this problem. Granted, it's a small part of the problem of this movie, but it's just one that I felt like bringing up.
Well, I think it was misinterpreted by a guy that was kind of crazy.
I think that he's talking about a different thing.
The same movie, though? Which Hellraiser are we talking about?
Not talking about the guy, talking about the woman.
Wait. The woman?
The woman who showed up in white?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jophiel is the angel's name.
Yeah, I was fucking tuned out. Spoiler alert by that point.
Spoiler.
I was looking for fast.
Have I misread this mythology all this time to think that Pinhead, like when was Pinhead some sort of a moral crusader that he's gonna he has some horse in the adultery race?
Well, as you explained this to me before I watched it, this was a new writer, a new comic book writer taking
in a new direction.
Right.
Yeah, well, it's true, but the good way we talk about this all the time. The good way to do that is to not turn,
but
Superman into a rapist.
Well, no, they didn't 180 Pinhead.
The new 5-2 is really weird.
Mars almost fucking lost his drink.
Away from the electrical equipment, please.
Yeah. No spit takes at the equipment.
I mean, they didn't 180 him. They just kind of gave him a purpose.
He has a purpose.
Pain.
Right.
Suffering.
There's an eloquence to the simplicity of.
I'm not.
What?
I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm okay. I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Oh. Not angel's advocate?
I'm picking a fight and people are fighting back.
It's about time, right, Aries?
Normally happen.
Hey, this ain't supposed to happen.
Pinhead, you've done adultery. You've hung around in that room with sliced up naked girls. You have 30 seconds to get the key on the other side of the room, or else the trap will spring. And you'll turn into the lead singer of Midnight Oil, living in a homeless asylum.
This wasn't in no way Saw.
I don't think so either. I thought it was more CSI than anything.
This was Hellraiser meets Seven.
Yeah.
I saw it more as Seven myself.
I saw the whole. I mean, Seven it does it too, but I think Saw later was derivative of Seven. But
Sure.
I was thinking, but I also think Saw is of such a higher quality that this resembled more of a second tier.
But I could see where people think the Saw. I could see where you see the Saw franchise kind of injecting itself into this, but I think that's only done in a with the use of the camera and the sped up action and which totally absolutely, totally took me out of this movie because, when I think Hellraiser, I think of like, slow burn with a lot of gore and a lot of really high quality visuals, not to mention some really fine dialogue.
Not that Pinhead has Hans Moleman as a fucking secretary.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can appreciate them trying to copy the style of dialogue that Barker wrote for the first film. You get that sense here, but it just feels too borrowed. It feels like they're trying too hard.
Yeah,
it sounds good, but it sounds like Hellraiser light.
I got like Hellraiser cosplay.
I got the exact opposite feeling that they were trying to separate themselves from the original movies.
Well, not the Pinhead fucking.
Well, no, I mean the characters in their basic essence is the same.
Yeah.
All Pinhead and granted they're new characters, but they were in the Barker realm. But the detectives and all the
this detective story is straight out from another fucking movie. I just couldn't place it. I was like Google searching it, like every beat of it, like is straight out from like a fucking other.
This is kind of detective story 101.
Pinhead was definitely reading from my like 9th grade goth band like lyric book. Like his shit was fucking lame.
Well, one thing real quick, I want to play the beginning of this movie. I'm going to play the audio on this actually. Where is it? Oh,
it's betrayal.
Turn the bass up on this one.
Millennium hurtles forward. Faith is lost. Mankind have become a vacuum without morality. So many souls seeking new and darker experiences. Degradation upon degradation, sin after sin. So then those are the souls we shall seek out first.
So to me, this almost sounded like, and I thought they were going in a certain direction. I thought they were going in like, hey, people nowadays don't give a fuck about puzzle boxes. We're not going to get anyone with that. And I thought they were going to try to like move it into like more of an advanced sort of technology sort of thing to try to get people because
this show be safe.
What's that?
If it was like that.
Oh yeah.
The people on the show.
Yeah, the people on the show. Yeah.
The app configuration.
Yeah.
No, I definitely thought that there was going to be some technology, social media aspect involved in it.
I don't know that I would have liked, but I thought was an interesting sort of concept that they were bringing up. And then all of a sudden we have a fucking typewritten letter?
Yeah.
Like it just seemed like a weird disconnect right away. I didn't really understand what they were trying to accomplish because it seemed like, Pinhead is like, oh, we don't have any use for these boxes anymore or whatever, like talking about, the lament configuration and I don't know. It just seemed like a weird disconnect because I thought they're going one direction, and then it didn't ever go there.
Yeah, go ahead and say it because I think you're going to say what I'm going to say.
Now, there's a lot of. I think I caught a lot of references in this movie.
That's not what he was going to say.
Maybe, but is that
the
Ludovico?
55.
Ludovico, yeah.
Well, like
from Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, Ludovico treatment.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought too. But I just borrowed the name. No biggie.
But
why is Pinhead on a fucking farm? Why is Pinhead on a... Pinhead lives in fucking hell, not on a fucking farm.
I like to milk cows.
But it's just...
I like to milk them in a humane manner.
From farm to table.
Building for someone to walk into to reach hell.
He never needed one. They open the box, he fucking shows up.
Yeah.
These carrots aren't
that's
growing.
The thing. They open up the box in the house. Because they show it when the
But he can open up the box anywhere.
Plow the back 40.
But so why not the house?
But he doesn't live in the fucking...
But why not? Why
that's
not?
Where Pinhead lives all the time. That's
why not? If they're drawing people
they
to
show
him,
where Pinhead lives. He lives on the other side of the fucking box.
Yeah.
If they're drawing people to someplace, they need someplace to draw the people to.
And
Why
on
not
this
that house?
farm, we had some sliced up girls.
They showed it when the detective goes back.
What
and
about all
bursts-
the other movies?
And busts in. There's nothing there because they've closed the box.
Well, that's not how it looks, though.
It's exactly how it looks. It's exactly what I interpreted that as.
But that's not how the box looks in all the other fucking movies inside there. It looks like fucking weird heaven.
Once again, I will go back to what you said. A new writer taking it in a new direction.
Julie Meow Meow says, I want to see Pinhead feeding chickens.
Early to bed, early to rise.
Oh, where's Raven J for this shit?
Crazy old Pinhead's farm.
Crazy old Pinhead's farm.
Like fucking Pinhead on Hee-Haw. Oh, Pinhead. Arnie Merle's mule got in the chicken coop again.
Maybe he could be on FarmersOnly.com.
Pinhead Junction.
Oh no, Pinhead. My rheumatitis is acting up again.
Let me tell you a story about named Pinhead. Poor old soul trying to keep the people dead.
And then one day he played with a box that was rude, and from the wall came a real sharp dude. Pinhead, that is.
And
such exquisite sights.
And I don't know how I feel about the appearance of Pinhead, how he looks. When you see him, like that opening scene where he's talking with the auditor, it looks like it's not symmetrical. You know, there's no real pleasant way of looking at him.
Because he's so cute before.
The
next thing you know, Frank was really scared. He said Jesus wept, then he was everywhere. Hell, Frank is where you ought to be.
You know, the pins are like skewed off to the side and off to the right, left, or whatever, up or down. There's no symmetry involved with the appearance of Pinhead as far as the pins go. You know, and I don't know that.
Okay, you know what? We'll get a bunch of pins. We'll stick them in your face, and we'll see if they all line up perfectly.
Well, they have lined up perfectly for the first 8 films. I mean, what do you want from me? So
because this movie decided to keep true to the fact that metal objects sticking out of someone's face might move.
He's a demon. He's a dark angel. They're not gonna move. They're not gonna move ever.
He can pull him out of his head.
Cause that's dumb. That's dumb. That was fucking.
Don't start defending this movie.
You know what'd be cool?
Don't start. I've been right along.
Pinhead pulled his nails out.
Yeah. And he kept doing it. It's like, stop doing it.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And then they quoted the fucking other movie. Dumb.
Let me catch up real quick in the chat room. And first time Mike says, when I watch this movie, I tried to keep an open mind. I kind of agree with MZ. The Hellraiser mythos is strong enough to exist without having a higher god. Julie Meow Meow says Pinhead is neutral as far as I'm concerned. And
I agree.
And then until they turn him into a different
That's what we
character
talked about
in
with
later
the,
movies.
with the Cenobites that time.
Right,
That's what we were talking
about. Cecil says the heavy Bible quoting didn't help this Hellraiser movie.
No.
And said Saw has set pieces outside of a typewriter and licking things clean.
Yeah, we're looking at it now.
And first time Mike says, yeah, this movie went biblical a lot more than the previous movies. Cecil says Saw always does the crap detective plot. People were dueling with Bible quotes. Leviticus, Ecclesiastes.
Yeah.
And Julie says generally cops in horror movies bore the hell out of me. Cecil says, yeah, it's usually just filler like the scenes in the dimly lit office in this.
And this
blah,
was
blah,
an
blah.
ugly fucking movie.
Wait. We're coming to the best part of the movie.
And
there was, yes. Thank you, Aries.
Best part of the movie. Wait.
It's surprise boobs.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
First time Mike says, my new app, Lamar Sean's Go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there's a pair right there.
Little side boob right there.
Pin Facebook.
Nah, this was just a ugly, unimpressive schlock.
First time Mike says, we have such crops to show you.
Why is Pinhead and what's this like? Why did all of a sudden this fucking fat guy shows up? It turns into the fucking Pinhead just won a fucking Nickelodeon Kids Choice Award. Fucking slime comes fucking flying through the wall.
These are by far the hottest chicks with no face drinking vomit. or whatever the fuck they're doing.
We got titties.
Nah,
Yeah, I don't know.
this
And
won't
by the way,
save the film.
thank you for picking a movie with titties. I appreciate that.
I didn't know Aries.
Had I have known, I never would have picked
Yeah, I
it.
wouldn't have picked it for you.
No, this was just awful. It doesn't look good. There's nothing about this movie that looks good.
Wolfie.
I think the movie looked fine.
No,
I don't think
thought
so.
I thought it
I
was
don't
shot
think so.
very well.
Wolfie.
Yes.
I thought it was ugly.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now.
Yes, Mars.
If we don't go to Busta, I'm going to lose control.
We're not going to Busta.
I'm fucking furious. What
I
else?
don't care. We're not going
What
to
else do you have
Busta.
to say about this movie?
I haven't even talked about it.
What is Busta?
Jesus Christ.
Welcome back to the show, Eric.
Yeah.
I missed 1 week.
Whenever we go give our final verdicts, a trick or a treat, we cue a line from Busta Rhymes.
Yes.
Oh.
So
Well,
he's a
just say
rapper.
Busta. I don't know what the. If he said Busta Rhymes, I would have known that.
Yeah. Busta fucking Douglas.
Busta.
Busta Keaton. It's just silence.
I actually thought I was mishearing him.
All right.
You know, it was good
Let's
to see.
cue Busta.
No, I
No!
mean, it was good to see Chatterer. You know,
Barely.
Although you know what, it looked like a fucking pullover mask. It really did. The mouth barely moved.
This one half-faced titty girl looks like ex-girlfriend of
My
mine.
God.
What?
Seeing the twins again. It's good seeing them again.
It wasn't good seeing the twins again.
I like the twins.
You talking about the surprise boobs or the characters?
The characters.
Okay.
Not the twins.
Wow.
Not
This
the-
guy looks cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
But
See, let me talk about some stuff that I
Fucking
like.
subtext.
You know what I see?
No.
You know what I see when I see that guy?
the farm is
I see-
evocative of.
No, you know what I see when I see
like
that guy?
anxiety.
I see that guy.
Wait, Leatherface, we're ready for your close-up.
I thought it was my turn. Ooh.
He's in the back.
He looks that guy, the
speaking of
auditor.
Leatherface.
Every time I see him,
this
he
was
looks
my favorite character right there.
Who, Master Blaster?
Yeah.
He looks like
Hashtag Silent Hill.
the guy who showed up with like the scarred body and the pierced nipples from Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation.
Oh yeah, him.
It was like, what is the purpose of this character?
He looks like somebody's fucking cosplaying the Rancor Pit guard. Oh, great. This movie looks like fucking Hot Topic threw up all over this movie.
He's like a humpy Batman villain.
This I didn't like.
I like this part actually.
Well, why? Because there's no blood on those fucking blades at all.
Well, I mean, the fact that it's slashing probably up of 30 times, and yet they still managed to peel the skin off in one coat.
It's very precise.
That wasn't precise. Mike.
What the fuck is that sound?
I
I thought you were gonna talk about this fucking movie.
You guys won't let me.
Okay, let him talk.
Shut up. Shut up. So I will say there were some concepts in this that I thought were kind of cool. I generally disliked a lot of what they did. I just don't like that. Now, Pinhead is never the main character. He's in any of the films, really. I mean, I guess I haven't seen a lot of the direct-to-video ones, but he is sort of an antagonist in the story, or even just kind of like a not a side character, but he's typically not the main character. It's not necessarily about him per se, but he took way too much of a back seat in this.
Oh my God.
But there was I did sort of like the stuff with the auditor. Like, I thought that was kind of interesting. It was kind of an interesting concept. It could have been cool in a non-Hellraiser movie. Like, I just like the concept of that. I kind of like the assessor, as fucking gross and stupid as he was, right. And the jury. Like, I just thought there were some cool concepts that they utilized in this. But for a Hellraiser movie, I just really wasn't too on board with everything. And I didn't hate this movie. I'll flat out say that I didn't hate it. And from what I've seen of some of the more recent Hellraiser before this looked better than those. But like I said, I just kind of gave up on the series after a while, and it seemed like there was a lot of bullshit out there, so I didn't really keep up.
Has anybody seen Revelations, the one before this one?
Nope.
Is that 14 or 16?
It's 9.
Is that the one with
Is that the Mexico one?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. It was the one. It was the one with the first non-Doug Bradley Pinhead.
That was I know that was the last one. Yeah.
That was the last one.
But I didn't see it. So.
Okay.
Was it the same Pinhead?
No.
Why did that guy not do a good job?
I think the director probably just wanted to choose his own guy. I don't know.
What's Doug Bradley doing?
Probably nothing.
Being old.
You can't tell
Fun
how old
farming.
somebody is in the fucking Pinhead thing.
I don't know. Did Pinhead look fat in here to you?
No.
Like he looked bigger.
His
like
face looked bigger, but I don't think.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I have a lot of winter weight.
I have such Pilates to show you. Can we get on with this?
Middle-aged man.
Can we get on with this? My spin classes soon.
And actually, the auditor was the director. I don't know if you guys caught on to that.
Yeah.
But
Hans Moleman.
Cecil says the auditor stole the show. They had to show Pinhead's face overlaid onto the last shot because the auditor got way more screen time. I kind of hate it. He says Hellraiser Judgment.
I mean, I remember seeing the 1 and 2 as a kid and being kind of terrified from them because it was
Yeah, because it is.
I think my uncle had rented it and I would it'd be on in the background, and then later as a teenager kind of got into it and being so excited to see was it the third one that had the CD Cenobite?
Yeah, CD.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb. And then I think Aries and I saw the one in theaters where the space station became the box.
No.
No, you were there?
I was not.
I think you were.
I saw 1, 2, and 3, and then I gave up.
Was that part 4, the one in space?
Don't know.
Who was Heather Langenkamp in this?
I don't fucking know.
So yeah, she was the fucking
Landlady.
landlady. I didn't even.
Are you fucking
notice
serious?
That at all.
She was. I did.
I didn't know it was her until the end. Like I was looking for her, and I was like, "Where is she?"
I saw the name in the
She
credits,
looked
and then
awful.
Yeah.
And just recently, I mean, not to bring it down, but I'm sure you heard, like a couple weeks ago, her kid died. Heather
really?
Langenkamp's
Oh,
kid
that
died.
sucks.
Brain cancer.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Way to bring the room down.
Yeah.
Hey, no sweat. So, I mean, give her a little bit of leeway. She can't be feeling too good right now. But
was this movie filmed before her kid died?
No, I don't think so. It sure as hell looks it, though. I'll say that. I wasn't too impressed with anything in this film. Nothing.
I thought the makeup, practical effects was done very well. I thought some of the camera work was done very well. I thought this movie would have been a lot better if it wasn't a Hellraiser movie.
Yeah, and like I think Dynamo said that it was a pretty generic kind of like detective story. Like I feel like I've seen this story before. And one thing, I actually did anyone get who the preceptor was? Like
did I figure it out?
Did you guys figure it out?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought he was the scientist for the Autobots, but
No, I figured it out early on, but
because there was a pretty blatant thing in there that I didn't even pick up on. It's when the person who's I guess when the person who's the preceptor goes and talks to the auditor, like I don't know, I just thought like I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I should have. It was so blatant and in your face right there, you know.
Well, actually, I thought of a different reason as to why he didn't get detected. I guess I was thinking like a split personality thing.
Could be.
Okay.
That was my thought process.
This creeped me out. I fucking hated this, which I thought was good because
I actually love this.
Not much creeps me out.
I actually love this.
It could have been a lot worse.
What was inside of her?
That.
I mean, haven't seen that before.
Right.
That was new. That was
it was
new.
a little far fetched, but I loved it.
That was new. I'll give it.
There was, and I'm glad that they didn't just fucking kill the dog. You know, like there's a scene. It's fairly early on in the movie, maybe 15 minutes in, and they're investigating a murder. The 2 detectives, and it turns out that the woman who was murdered, her stomach was cut open, and her dog was placed inside her womb, and the dog was still fucking alive. It was pretty fucking creepy.
But this kind of pisses me off too. I mean, listen, I'm no
the
fucking
detective showing up.
Yeah,
I'm on the case.
Like, hey, listen, I'm no cop, all right, but I've seen him on fucking TV. Is this the first time they're coming to the scene? Like, shouldn't there be regular rank and file cops?
There should be. Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
There would have been uniform out at the
outside.
door.
At the door, at least before these guys come in. These guys walked in like they were delivering pizza.
Well, I think it's just implied that they're out there.
I think it's just budget that they can't afford the right way.
Well, that too. That's why they use the typewriter script for the opening credits.
Why does Pinhead live at a fucking farm?
Okay.
Why is he just sitting around in a fucking room? Pinhead never fucking sat around. You open the box, Pinhead comes. Pinhead doesn't have a fucking green room.
Hey,
these cabbages are not growing right.
Calm down.
Oh, I'm mad. I'm very, very mad. That's not what Pinhead does. It's not like all of a sudden you could change directions, but it's not like fucking Jaws is going to attack somebody in the fucking 7-Eleven all of a sudden.
Candygram.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Say it's not a tumor? Because you're sounding like Schwarzenegger. Like, really?
Nah.
It's funny you say
It's
that.
not a tumor.
Everyone says my Schwarzenegger impersonation is awful, so thank you.
Well, they just need to get you fired up, apparently.
This is so... Why is Pinhead live in a farm? Why does Pinhead live in a farm?
I love this police department.
I know.
Usually the town or the city is attached to it somewhere.
Yeah.
No, just police department.
Before we get too far off a topic, before Mars goes on another farm rant
Too
here,
far off.
did anyone else catch the whole Jesus Christ comment?
Which one?
Well, in the original movie, Jesus Christ, and not quite. But in this
Jesus
one, when
wept.
someone goes, Jesus Christ, he goes, same city, different zip code.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was just kind of like a reference that it's not, I'm not Jesus, but I'm in that same ballpark type of thing.
It was stupid.
Okay. I actually kind of like that. Granted, I didn't like, it wasn't as good as the not quite, but...
Because that's subtle. This is a fucking Simpsons joke.
Yeah, they're trying way too hard here.
I would be high pitch right now if I could do high pitch anymore. I want to throw a fucking brick through these people's fucking window. Why is Pinhead living in a farm?
Wow.
It is dumb.
Okay,
It is
okay.
dumb.
Someone tell me.
You know what? Because you keep on harping on this shit.
Right.
Beyond the fact that it was an old house, why was it a farm?
Yeah, they actually didn't even show farm.
They just showed an old house.
Oh, well, that's better then.
Well, it's a farmhouse.
Yeah.
Why is it a farmhouse?
That's
what we're trying to figure out.
It was just an old house on the outskirts of a city.
With a bunch of land.
Show me land.
It's my dad's house.
There was no land involved in that shot.
Well, is the house just floating?
It was a low shot upward.
No, you saw that fucking house.
That was a low shot upward.
Fuck John Cena. Get that shit off.
He's the Cenobites. We had to mention it. I don't remember the lyrics.
This time is now.
I can't believe the
hustle, loyalty, and pain.
Fired up most about is that you perceive it as a farmhouse.
He doesn't live on Earth. He doesn't sit around. There's not a fucking room where those guys sit around.
Yeah.
They're monster, demon, evil angels. They're angels, but they don't
Just the very idea that he's just sitting
chill out.
there.
But in this movie, they decided they needed to bring people to a location. And
All
they
right.
chose that house.
Why
Did
not
they
the country?
downsize?
What?
Did they downsize?
Why didn't they rent to a fucking place in Trump Tower?
Yeah, the next movie they're gonna have one of those bed B&B or whatever the fuck.
Hell just filed Chapter 11.
Air
That's
bed
what it
B&B.
was.
That would be a BBB. That'd be a bed and breakfast.
Out of everything about this movie, that's what bothers you. That's like the least thing about this movie that bothers me.
Okay. If in every fucking movie, right?
It just looks cheap.
Dracula.
Okay, why does
That's the
Jason
problem.
kill everyone at the fucking camp?
Look, wait.
But if they made
It
a
just
movie
looks-
that
it-
Jason fucking worked at a grocery store in between, I'd be pissed off too.
For all,
You know what?
For all
Okay.
we know,
Jason takes
this
Manhattan.
is budgetary. For all we know, this is budgetary. Picking an old farmhouse is probably
Jason-
budgetary. That they just decided to go with this because they needed a place for Pinhead to collect
But that
his souls.
happens at
and it just
stories.
happened to be there. Exactly.
But no, but Jason goes to Manhattan. Happened in the story. He got on a fucking boat. that was in a fucking landlocked lake and somehow fucking sailed to Manhattan.
Yes,
At least they
exactly.
explained it. But Pinhead lived in Pinhead heaven. He didn't live in a fucking house.
He is in no way
on a
confined
fucking bench
to anything.
So why is he gonna sit in a dark room on a bench?
He isn't. He's
Maybe
in
he's
hell.
taking. Maybe
At
he's
one
taking.
point, people enter this house and they're in hell.
Maybe he's taking a shit. Who knows? It's a hell of a shit.
And he sits on a
I like
wooden
watching the
bench.
birds.
That's a hell of a shit, Pinhead.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is what you're fucking planting your flag in.
He's like, oh god, this is hell. Blah.
Out of everything about this movie, this is what you're planting your flag in.
It's one thing, man.
No, but this is what he keeps on going back to.
Did you ever see Care Bears?
Hope you had a hell of a
Are you really going?
Did you ever see
Hope you had a hell of a shit, Arnold.
I gotta see where you're going.
Did you ever see
Go.
Care Bears?
I know.
Did you ever see Care Bears?
Go.
They're the bears with all the fucking shit on their stomach like
Go.
cupcakes or rainbows,
Go.
right? Have you seen it?
Go. No, I gotta see where you're going. Just
Well,
go.
The Care Bears, for every fucking episode and every movie of that, live in fucking Care Bear heaven, okay? Every single one.
Oh, shit, 'cause they're probably dead, right?
Care Bear heaven, right?
Are they the ghosts?
If all of a sudden, right, they had a fucking thing where the Care Bears were hanging out in a fucking barn, then that would not be right. Because Care Bears live in Care Bear heaven.
I laughed at this scene.
Have you ever
I
seen Star
laughed.
Trek? Where every episode they're on a starship,
right?
But then there's that one where they go to a fucking planet.
But unless they say, shit, we got kicked out of Care Bear heaven and now we have to live in this fucking barn, like, then that's a story.
If they have the
What
power,
the fuck is going on?
if they have the power and ability,
What?
if they have the power and ability to go wherever they want, they would.
Why would they go there?
Why not?
Look, wait.
It's a fucking barn.
I get what Aries is saying. I get what he's saying, and it makes sense. But but the thing is that the overall look of the might that is Pinhead and the might that is hell that he carries with him, it just seems
It's like a fucking
little
floating
silly.
pyramid. There's a fucking floating pyramid.
It's a
and
little
pillars,
silly
and the walls move.
and
There's
cheap.
no fucking moving walls.
Okay, you know what?
to have
no
to have
moving
him
walls.
in this
There's a
old
fucking
decrepit
bench.
house.
In this
There's
movie,
a fucking bench and a fucking fat guy that throws up on naked.
And it probably serves his purpose if he's
It's like
only going
fucking
after
Axel
the
Braun
people that are in
double
this
double
movie. But if Pinhead was the real Pinhead, he would find himself a much better location
Right.
and where he could get himself
Why
so
would he
many
leave?
more souls than what he's got.
Why
right
would
now.
he leave Pinhead heaven? Why would he ever leave there?
Yeah,
there's
Pin
a fucking, there's a fucking floating pyramid
because
that
he's
shoots laser beams.
because he's toying with motherfuckers.
No, he's not.
He
He's
is.
just fucking sitting around that fucking barn listening to Bright Eyes records. He's just going.
How do you? How you saw them draw two people into that building? How do you know how many
Well,
people
first of
they
all, the
draw into
fucking
that building?
production is obviously dropped because in the other ones, there's fucking millions of people in hell.
Right.
Majority of the budget probably
Okay.
went to
All
Heather
fucking
Lecter.
in that
camp.
room. All
Their
Morrissey.
budget would allot them to draw in two people into that
He's
building.
all Morrissey now. He's every day.
It's very-
is like
Yeah,
Sunday.
it's very Plan 9. We have risen
Right.
2 of the. It's like
Yeah.
it's like Hellraiser. It's like Pinhead saying, "I have collected 2 souls so far. I'll have just as. I'll have much more.
Souls.
For all you
I'll be
know,
just as
there were
successful
5
with more."
people that were drawn into that building in between the guy you saw and the detective.
He should be raking in souls by the millions.
Why doesn't he get enough people to build him a nicer house?
Yeah. Yeah, they could all like.
Why didn't he just fucking set up in the White House?
Why doesn't he just stay?
Why
in
would he
heaven?
want a nice house?
The fucking he can walk out of anywhere he wants.
Yeah.
Why would he want a nice house?
Oh,
have an
hey,
all-season
hey,
room?
Yeah.
Wolfie,
It's-
Holy sheep in a Shanghai.
Yeah, I didn't
basket
even know
is
that
her.
was her.
you didn't know that was her?
Not the
Wow.
first time, no.
Yeah, she. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure she was not. That's not how she like goes out to a debutante ball, but
Debutante ball?
yeah,
Who's debutante?
the Paris Air Show or some shit.
They are messing with people.
Why? Are they
And
trying?
you know what? And wait.
Are they
Wait,
collecting
slow down.
food stamps?
Let me finish.
Like,
Let me
are they
finish.
messing with the fucking Social
Let me
Security?
finish. Let me finish.
Your 401k
Let me
is fucked.
finish. In real world terms, Pinhead is the supervisor.
Yes.
He oversees.
He's like middle management.
Probably.
Let's talk about your TPS reports, Johnson.
Yes. You know what? TPS reports. He probably needs those reports from probably 6 of those auditors.
I must cascade down your review goals.
So he has
Michael Bolt.
a house in Chicago, a house in New York, a house in L.A., a house in Boston that he oversees, that he draws in these people.
What
And we are seeing one
He's
story.
like a fucking landlord. He's like a dirty fucking landlord.
What?
Yes, he is a
are you
slumlord.
talking about?
He is overseeing all this.
Pinhead.
I love Pinhead Realty.
Pinhead real.
1.5 mouths
Pinhead.
and lots of pain.
Can we
That's
please?
why all these other people deal with all this mundane stuff, because he oversees the greater picture of it all.
Why didn't he just move into Ashley Lawrence's house then? She had a very nice house.
Maybe he is there.
I
This
am.
is just one house that he oversees.
I summer in the Hamptons.
Well, if it's only one house that he oversees, then I think the director did a very poor job of.
Yeah, even just a reference of that.
He only had one
Yeah,
house.
he did a very poor job in just
You know what?
trying to create a story out of this because there's really nothing here.
Those of us that can see the greater picture can see that.
Oh shit!
Oh, listen to Aries all high and
shit.
mighty. Aries is just happy he's getting a fight today.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Bring it on.
You'll
Of course you're
argue.
offended. Of
You'll
course you're
argue.
outraged.
You'll argue any point to get a fight.
I am loving this shit. I got 4-on-1.
Ooh.
And you bring on the chat room. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
God of War, everyone.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, you're just full of piss and vinegar tonight, aren't you?
Now I'm picturing
Just
Pinhead
piss.
on like a houseboat.
Julie says, "Hell is where I'd rather stay. I got allergic to smelling hay."
Yeah. Speaking of which, was the female cop named Detective Etrigan?
No,
No, it sounded like Etrigan.
it wasn't.
And there was a Star Wars reference to what an incredible smell you've discovered.
Yes. Yes, there was.
Her name was Edgerton,
No.
not Etrigan,
Well, I have a
like
fucked up-
Joel Edgerton.
Who's that
You
dude?
got tunnel hearing.
That's fair. I got medical problems. And the one cop looked kind of like Michael Fassbender, and his boy looked kind of like Bargain Basement Tom the other Spider-Man, the third Spider-Man. The second one.
What?
The one from The Social Network.
Garfield?
Yeah. Garfield, yeah, Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
I hated them too. I hated the fact they were brothers. That was dumb.
I didn't like that they were brothers. I didn't pick up on that until well into the movie.
They made a comment that, but I didn't know if it was like
Yeah, it was
like,
early on,
like
yeah.
bros.
Yeah, it was a little too subtle for me. It wasn't enough that I was convinced.
But then they revealed they were both actual brothers. So like, I
Yeah.
don't know. And but he was like he's the tough as nails cop, and then former vet, and then he's the pretty boy, who's also a brother. It was dumb. It was fucking dumb.
So do they just have like the Lamar Sean's boxes just set up on the mantle there?
Well, where else would you keep them?
I like trophies. First place, Pinewood Derby. Evil box. Picture
All
of
right. Is anyone else have something they want to talk about before we head to a verdict on this?
I love that there were titties in it.
Of course you did.
Why would
Did I mention that?
Why would Pinhead leave Pinhead Heaven? Like all of a sudden, for
also-
fucking all these
Actually-
movies, he fucking didn't show up until the fucking box opened,
Yeah,
and now he's got a fucking secretary that looks like fucking Moley.
Maybe,
Like-
maybe the house is a big box.
Yeah. From the desk of Pinhead.
Maybe the house is a big box.
Also, the thing that kind of annoyed me was would Pinhead would he have gotten outsmarted like that at the end?
There was that one thing.
I was
that-
actually okay
wait,
with that, but
wait.
it kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
How did he get outsmarted at the end?
I
I
don't want to
thought
give
he-
away too much.
Yeah.
You don't want to
I
give away too much
thought
because
he
that gives away a
outsmarted
lot.
her.
Well, by what happened to him, I don't think he did.
Why?
Oh.
What? The ending was just dumb.
Stupid.
Why does he all of a sudden have a secretary?
He didn't.
Well, I think they tried to encapsulate that in the beginning, which they didn't do a very good job of.
Yeah, it was just. I mean, unless they plan on answering some of these things in the next film, which one, I hope they don't make a next film.
No one vomited in any of those other films. Not in one little bit of vomit, superpower.
Or eat paper, or
that was pissed me off too.
It was just.
The whole concept of this movie would have been better if it wasn't a Hellraiser movie.
I agree.
There was that scene in the third one where like Pinhead was talking to somebody on that space shuttle, and they turned around and they were gone. Like he was like a Scooby-Doo villain.
What was that Pauly Shore movie where he goes to the farm?
Biodome.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law, thank you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Why does one have a dozen on the other?
I wonder if people would say you're a trick.
We're cueing Busta, Aries.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
That's how you cue it.
Woo-ha!
You got it now, Aries?
No.
Okay.
I have such exquisite juice wheezing the show.
It is verdict time. We're going to let you know whether this flick was a trick or a treat and any final thoughts we may have. Raven Chatham.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I got to say this Hellraiser, I don't love all the films, but I still get excited about the idea of another one. But maybe they should just stop. Just don't do it anymore. Just don't. Watch 1 and 2. You know what I think? I saw a lot of things online. It must have been like fan art, but there was like a female Pinhead and some fan drawings. Have you seen that?
Was she naked?
No. I mean,
Were you looking up slash fiction?
Well, I'm writing some. No, but like maybe like flip the script a little bit. That'd be kind of sexy, right?
That would blow Mars's mind.
Why? Ooh, yeah, right.
Why a farm blows your mind, but a female Pinhead wouldn't?
A reinterpretation.
I'm certainly not against a female Pinhead.
Okay, the both of you motherfuckers just shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Have you seen any of these movies? He lives in fucking. What? All right, I have a question for you. What if all of a sudden Jason lived in fucking Millbury with no explanation, had a fucking house near the sewage treatment plant?
He does actually
Yeah.
live in
Okay,
Millbury.
you know what? He
All
showed
of a
up in
sudden.
Manhattan. He showed up in space.
But they showed how he got to Manhattan and fucking space.
And it
Fucking
was both
Pinhead was
fucking
just
bullshit.
Pinhead
And
was just
Pinhead can
literally
appear wherever he wants.
the time to go reap souls. I'm so bored.
Pinhead can appear wherever he wants.
So why did he go to fucking like Chuck E. Cheese instead of staying in a
I like
fucking dark
Kansas.
house? Stuck in dark fucking place with all these fucking weird.
So
hot
if he
topic
had showed up
weirdos.
at a penthouse in the middle of Manhattan, you would have been
No,
fine with it.
because he lives in Pinhead's world.
Wherever he wants it to be.
No,
Yes.
it's that place. It's
Yes.
always that place.
It's wherever he wants it to be.
Who said that he can have it be wherever he wants? You made that up.
I didn't
You
make it up.
made
Wherever
that
he
up.
opens the box is where he wants it to be.
Remember, children. Wherever you open the box, there you are.
Yes. No. Yes. No. You do realize no one can hear you say no.
If Barry's had a nickel every time he said that.
I'm just a lunatic that just keeps on saying yes to a microphone.
No one's gonna hear you say no. Just like the others.
Aries, what do you think of that part?
What part?
There it is.
That part. More titties. I love me my titties.
Jesus. You're a very simple man.
Aries got a feminism.
God.
Hey, if they didn't want to show their titties, they wouldn't have shown their titties.
Jesus Christ. All right, Harvey.
You know, motherfucker. Really?
No, I'm
Fuck
sorry.
you.
Oh, shit.
Uncalled for.
Oh, yeah.
Uncalled
Look
for.
at that.
What is it? Oh, motherfucker.
That's uncalled for.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so tepid. No, it's a fucking trick. Stop. Don't make any more.
All right, Aries.
Um,
This isn't a treat. You better leave.
No, I mean it's not an awful movie. It has its ups. It lean back and lift your shirt up and shut the fuck up.
Oh,
You know
Julie
what?
Mielmo.
It's beautiful because I got this giant wall blocking my view. Oh, lean all you want. The wall doesn't move. Wow. No, the
I can't post this online.
No,
you would kill me.
You need to
You would
post
kill
it.
me.
Everything that happens in this room is fair game.
I look like I'm wearing a fat suit.
Send that to Bill.
Oh my God.
That'll be a T-shirt.
Send to Bill, and then we'll buy it for Mars. Yeah. Oh.
Wow.
No, this movie wasn't completely awful. It definitely had some good practical effects in it, and I love that in a movie. There was no obvious CGI. I could stand corrected on that.
Was there CGI blood at some point when they were pouring on the girls?
No, I believe that was all practical.
I think when that the chicken that plastic leather one piece with the gas mask and the blades.
Oh, that was a girl?
I think that might have been a little bit of blood CGI in there.
No, I believe that was all practical. I couldn't pick out any obvious CGI effects in this movie, and I do like that in a movie. Story lacked a lot. Yeah. As far as the detective aspect of it, it was very just cut and dry. You know,
look at him.
Cookie cutter detective story involved in this. You know what? If you got a free hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes, it's a very quick watch. Check it out.
Watch fucking Divorce Dad.
Especially if you're a fan of the Hellraiser movies, because I don't feel that this new Pinhead did a bad job at portraying Pinhead. That's right, I said it.
You are drunk.
Bring it up. Have we met?
That was a good review, Aries. Aries very thoughtful. He was saying
No.
That's a very good review of another movie.
You know what? Fuck. You don't want my reviews of the movie? I can go home.
Oh.
Trick.
You know what? You know what? This is just middle of the road. I'm not saying one way.
And you know what's at the end of that road? A fucking farm. And
Yeah.
You know who lives there?
Yeah,
Pinhead.
it's a farm. And Pinhead's in that farm.
That's
and
fucking-
you can fucking deal with it.
I can't deal with it. It fucking really bothers me. It bothers me so much.
Go ahead, Zero.
Wow, Aries is super producer.
No, yeah.
Look at him. Look how dumb. Ooh. If I have to tell you one more time to turn the music down.
You rang, Mrs. Adams?
Yeah. Put the movie back on. I'm trying to.
What? Oh.
What do you think of that female Pinhead?
I saw one when she's wearing like all black though,
and she's naked, and her titties were showing.
Perfect.
Pinhead looks really, really boring and bored.
But he's always
What would you do
that.
if you're sitting around on a farm all day?
Yeah.
I mean, every time
He
they
doesn't
show
even have,
that
like, a
shot where
fucking
he's from, every time they show
Game
him sitting
Boy.
down from
There's no Game Boy.
from the back,
it
from
looks
the back
like-
of his head. Hey, I'm talking. Shut
looks
up.
like
Shut
Pinhead-
up.
Looks like Pinhead got fired.
Fuck all you cocksuckers. Jesus.
We're not even yelling at you.
You won't shut up. Shut up.
I didn't talk for like 30 minutes.
Why are you laughing?
And nobody's complained. I mean, he looks like he's in one of those his own personal saunas. You know, it just looks absolutely ridiculous. Everything about this movie was completely unenjoyable. The characters sucked. The score sucked. It did not feel like a Hellraiser movie at all. In parts where it tried to encapsulate that the essence of Hellraiser.
Yeah.
They just fell flat on their face and trying too hard. It was just an absolute mess, and I just didn't give a damn about anybody in this movie. And so this is a high level trick.
Oh, well, there's the farm. Meanwhile, back at the farm.
Meanwhile, Cecil says, I have another real question, which is what is scary about seeing shitty people being punished? I
Right,
mean, great,
yes.
but it's not frightening if everyone deserves it.
Right, a child molester should get fucking getting cut up to bits.
And he
You know what
says,
I mean?
and also there was a Cenobite in this movie who was simply a fat old guy in a jacket with no undershirt. That was his look.
So he's describing Mars.
Yeah, it was like a fucking slobby Renfield.
Julie Meow Meows asked, was there or was there not a pinhead tossed salad in this movie? There was not.
Been a lot cooler if it was.
I had thought Julie Meow Meow had left.
I have such salad to toss.
All right, Mars, make it official.
Why did Pinhead trick?
Although, for having no budget, they definitely had a fucking car budget. Everyone drove a different car.
Don't you think everybody in the fucking movie owned a car?
Yeah, they would just use their own car.
Yeah, maybe it was like Reservoir Dogs. They had to bring their own pants.
Yeah, they could just hey you Grip, we're borrowing your car.
The car budget.
What the fuck is?
We got 4 of them out there right now, motherfucker.
That's true.
Oh fuck, we can't make Pinhead fucking heaven. We paid too much money for these fucking cars. It's gonna live in sit on a fucking bench until it's time.
If I borrowed, some of his parents were on vacation at the Cape, probably.
You know what? I gotta ask you.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Where would you have him be?
In Pinhead heaven, like he is in the rest of the
If
movie.
someone needs to walk into Pinhead heaven,
a wall opens up and you fucking walk in, and it's
why
all
can't they
fucking
walk into a door in a house?
Why? But why is he in the house?
Why not?
Because he lives in Pinhead heaven.
I'm taking care of the dog.
Motherfucker.
He lives there.
I like the waterbed feature.
Why not?
Because he's not like a thing like that fucking hangs around. He's like an antibody. You open the box.
But you know what?
Cenobites show up.
You know what?
They clean the fucking place and then you go.
Pinhead isn't hanging out there.
He isn't a fucking
He is hanging out.
No,
he is. He was sitting in the fucking
the
chair.
author, the auditor,
when the auditor
the jury,
came looking for him.
they're all there.
Right.
That's where they're
And
going to
Pinhead,
meet those people.
And the fucking twins who look bald and the guy in the fucking chatterbox pullover mask. Fucking sucks.
That's where they're going to meet those people.
Dear God, no. He doesn't have to go. He goes and meets him in the next room. The guy walks down a hall at one point.
You know what?
Pinhead's sitting there.
But because it's Pinhead heaven,
it's not
just,
Pinhead
it's
heaven.
just the
Pinhead
next
heaven
room.
has a fucking pyramid that shoots laser beams, not a fucking wooden bench for Pinhead to sit there and look all Morrissey. My girlfriend's in a coma.
Okay, Wolfie, let's hear you.
I can't wait.
Crybaby, fucking Pinhead. Crybaby, son of a bitch, no talent, fucking Pinhead.
I fucking love this movie, guys.
See, look at
No, you
Chad.
You guys didn't even believe
No,
me.
you didn't.
My name's Chad. I'm in the farm. And I got hot coffee. I got a hot steaming coffee. And why does fucking Chatter all of a sudden have a fucking job?
Gotta pay the bills.
And why does fucking Pinhead turn into fucking Peter Garrett at the end of this movie from Midnight Oil? Out in Pinhead heaven.
Really? That's the bald guy you're going with?
How do we sleep when our hooks are tearing? We have no fun. We live on a farm. We used to live in Pinhead heaven.
Bravo on the timely reference.
That's what he looked like. It's not my fucking fault.
Really? In 30 years, you can't come up with another bald guy? I'm looking at one right now. Granted, few extra pounds.
Oh, he is swinging. Jesus Christ.
That whiskey bottle was full, too.
Pinhead doesn't live in a farm. He lives in the fucking hell. Pinhead hell. Clive Barker hell.
But
and it's
the
clean.
building-
And it's clean. And it's got fucking pillars. And it's got smoke.
The
and it's got
building was a
pyramid that shoots
doorway to
laser
hell.
beams.
Cup holders.
And the appearance of the rooms was to add to the terror of the people.
But it didn't even look like Pinhead hell when it was supposed to be Pinhead hell.
Maybe it's not supposed to be Pinhead hell. Maybe it's supposed to be those people's hell.
Why would it all of a sudden change the perspective?
Because Pinhead has changed his M.O. for this movie. Because it's a different author.
Why would Pinhead change
me
his
up when
MO?
they're
all of a sudden? Why would he change his MO?
Why not?
Why would he live in a
my
farm?
God.
Why not?
Because he's not like he's a antibody. You open the fucking thing and he removes the infection.
Yes.
It's like
Change his M.O.
See, the Cenobites are almost like a metaphor for a drug. People are searching for the new high, right? So they open it up, they show up, and they get rid of them. And what they do is they bring them this fucking pain, S&M euphoria that does not look like a dirty
And
old
he needs to
fucking
find
crack
a new
house.
way to draw in people.
Pinhead is just fucking walking. Why? for thousands of years, everything has been okay. And
I will go back to my previous argument
go to fucking
where he
crack
is a
house.
supervisor overseeing many different
He's not
aspects.
a supervisor. He's not.
Then what is he? Then what is he?
Middle management.
Johnson, you're late again.
He has no bearing on the day-to-day operation of that building.
There is no.
If there is no problem,
he doesn't
a
have
person
that.
enters that building, gets judged and executed without Pinhead's interference.
I deny your earned time request. I
Like,
knew you would work that day.
Would you be okay if you fucking watch the new Wolfman movie and he's fucking driving around, like living underwater with no explanation, all of a sudden he's fucking swimming around?
You're merely seeing a different perspective of what Pinhead
my
does.
God.
Oh.
Aries, I can't even get with that anymore. You lost me, man. All right. So I don't think I hated this movie as much as some of the other dudes, but
as much as me,
you loved it.
I'm not sure who.
If this ends up in your top 13, I swear to God, I'll throw you down the window.
This had some interesting ideas, but at the end of the day, it wasn't true to the concept of Hellraiser, and it felt like Pinhead was just a fucking like sideshow that they pulled out every now and then just because they had to. And
the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, it just, I don't know, it felt off. Like, the movie wasn't terrible. I didn't hate this movie, but the fact that it just wasn't a good Hellraiser movie. And it just, I don't know, I just don't think they were true to the character. And I don't know, it just, I'll definitely never watch this again. If I haven't seen the last several Hellraisers, so I don't know how it compares. But from what I have heard, this is a better entry to compared to some of the other, the last few entries. But once again, I kind of gave up on the series, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go with. I guess I'll go barely a trick on this one because I thought overall the movie wasn't terrible.
Speaking of overalls, that's what you were on the farm.
But I really just, I don't know. I just think it wasn't a Hellraiser movie, and I don't know. There were some interesting concepts, but at the end of the day, it just didn't work really.
Can I just read something?
Yeah, you may.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know. Can you?
Former Fango editor Chris Alexander just recently watched this film.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, recently screened Hellraiser Judgment, which is essentially the cinematic equivalent to a 14-year-old goth kid circa 1995 watching Hellbound Hellraiser 2 with the sound turned off while blaring Nine Inch Nails, The Downward Spiral, on a loop, and then falling asleep while having a sepia-toned wet dream. Which I suppose is not a bad thing. There's plenty of noise and splatter and vomit and goo and effluvia ejected onto bare breasts too. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
If that's your thing. A low budget was admirably cheated by Gary and his gang, and there are some interesting ideas and atmospheric passages littered around the peripheral of the picture. But there's too much typing, and the actors playing the detectives are not quite as believable in their roles as the actors playing the detectives in H.G. Lewis's Blood Feast. And it's loud, like all the time loud. And the Doug Bradley Pinhead, while not an awful incarnation of the character, is kind of too short, especially when stacked against his power suit wearing angel nemesis.
Yeah.
And we see 3 shots of him reclining in a lazy boy chair while seemingly bored out of his wits. Yeah. And his costume looks kind of dumpy, and that exposed ribcage breastplate thing.
Let's Netflix and chill.
Looks like a Spirit Halloween special. It's a Hellraiser fan film to be sure, but hey, it's better than Hellraiser 3. I don't know about that. I think Hellraiser 3 is better than
Will
this.
Hunt.
I think Hellraiser 3 is better than this because at least it has Doug Bradley in it. At least
Hellraiser
it has that.
It lives in Hellraiser Pinhead heaven. I'm so angry I can't even make words.
What? Yeah, I didn't get that. Which one of us has been drinking?
Well, he's been drinking Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. He's looped out of his mind.
Pinhead doesn't fucking sit in a fucking chair.
I know. I'm surprised the fucking thing wasn't reclined.
It wasn't
charging
reclined.
his phone.
Past the ottoman.
The lazy boy comment was uncalled for because he was just sitting down in the chair.
No, he
It
was
wasn't a
sitting on
lazy
a
boy.
bench.
He wasn't reclined. His feet weren't up.
He deserves to sit on a throne, not in some lazy boy chair.
It was
with magical fingers that vibrate.
It was.
Some of the walls are made out of fucking stacked up people.
Julie Meow Meow's asked if Pinhead will approve her PTO.
Yes.
I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown.
All right, let's move on to our next abomination.
No,
what do we
I'm
got?
having fun.
We don't want
The
you.
fun is over, Aries. Okay, next week.
Oh,
you guys want to hear what's going on for next week?
I can't fucking wait.
You want to hear the guests or the movie first?
Movie.
Okay, so for the movie, Mars, you actually had. I had already watched this movie, and you brought it to my attention because Reverend Scott said you guys should cover this.
Right, and what Reverend Scott says we do.
And I was thinking about it actually after watching it. Ooh. But we are going to review the Netflix original, The Ritual.
Oh.
Just hit Netflix last week. And
I just watched it.
Oh, you watched it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it as well. So there you go. Our homework's done for the week.
Good.
So you guys watch The Ritual on Netflix. It is directed by David Bruckner. Is that his name?
Pinhead.
Yeah. I think it's David Bruckner. He did the Amateur Night segment of VHS. That's the one with the one that they made the movie Siren of. The girl, the succubus girl. That was probably the best one in that.
Yeah.
And then he also did, if I'm not mistaken, he did the best segment of Southbound. It was the accident one. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So this dude's real good. He's done some good shorts, and so he did the film The Ritual for Netflix, and apparently MZ and I have already watched it. I may watch it again.
Overachievers.
Yeah, I'll watch it again.
And I won't say too much. I don't want to give too much away, but it's definitely it's a bunch of friends who go backpacking in the woods of Norway. And there is definitely some
strange things are afoot.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I think it's on my queue actually.
Yeah, it just appeared this week.
It's not on my queue
within the last week, so I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna check out The Ritual, and joining us, not in studio unfortunately, but joining us as a special guest host for the entire episode, our good buddy Jim Smith of Teal. And Jim is going to be talking about his upcoming release of his new album, which is fucking amazing. I've heard it probably, about 10 times already, and I love it. I love it.
Awesome.
And I don't know. We'll have to double check. I think he mentioned something about maybe doing a giveaway for the album. And the name of the album is called Overtime from Teal. And if I'm not mistaken, it comes out on the 22nd, which is a week from tomorrow, and it'll be the day after Jim is on the show live. So it's right around, pretty much right at midnight when we're still live. The album might be available. So we're gonna have Jim Smith on the show next week. We're gonna talk about The Ritual. So go check it out on Netflix. And if you guys want to, feel free to send in your reviews of The Ritual, or you can send questions for Jim from Teal, because we'll have Jim with us the whole show, and we'll play some questions. So if you guys have any questions about Teal's music, anything about the recording process, things like that, feel free to send those. Just if you do, please label it, because I never listen to feedback beforehand, so just please label it for Jim or for Teal or just something like that, so I know that it's for him.
Question number 1. Jim, does Pinhead live in a fucking farm? No. No, Dynamo, he doesn't.
I'm going to pick a fight with him.
You're not going
to pick a fight with Jim.
He's
I am?
nice.
Yeah.
He won't fight.
Why are you going to pick a fight with him?
Why not?
He's nice.
But what are you going to what's it going to be based on?
Aries, why are you a bully?
I'm not bullying.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
picking
are.
a fight.
For what reason? What are you going to pick a fight about?
Because it's fun. I had fun tonight.
You've been waiting so long.
I've
for
been
this
fighting
fight.
with the 4 of you tonight.
Jim, if you're listening, whatever you do, agree with everything Aries says.
No. Tonight, I'm going home and I'm touching myself.
What? Because he saw some surprise boobs.
No. Because I'm picking a fight with you guys.
You get off on that shit?
Oh,
this is a little sneak peek
Peel
of...
back the curtain.
I got half a wood.
This is a sneak peek of Radar Lovin' from Teal from the new album. It is fucking great. I can't wait for you guys to hear this.
Damn.
And actually, Jim, if you pre-ordered one of the vinyl albums, he already sent them out, so you may already have it.
Yeah.
But It's great. So we're gonna have Jim on the line next week. Can't wait. Always love hanging out with our buddy, and we're gonna talk about the ritual. But for now, we are going to head to a commercial.
Man, it's like the 80s all over again, huh? Listening to that.
Have you ever heard Jim Smith before?
Yes, I have.
Tubular.
Yes, I have. Why?
He usually leaves before he plays.
No. I know.
He's influenced by the 80s.
I know that. I'm just saying that. You dope.
And he enjoys the 80s, too.
Yeah, dope.
Yeah.
And he sounds like the 80s, too.
Yeah, it's hot, too.
All right, let's get to a break. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
You go through your week with the same old routine.
What you really want is some blood and thunder in your life.
Well, friend, you found it. The Cromcast is an adventurous journey through the history of two-fisted pulp stories.
With your hosts, John,
Josh,
and Luke.
We have action,
horror,
and adventure, all through the lens of pulp luminary Robert E. Howard.
Don't just stay in your ordinary life.
Find your pulp life at thecromcast.blogspot.com.
The Cromcast.
The Cromcast.
The Cromcast.
A podcast for the barbarian at heart.
Hey there, this is R.A. Salvatore, call me Bob, and you're listening to Trick or Treat Radio.
Oh, delicious nerds. Ms. M knows you like to chat it up with other sexy shut-ins about comics, movies, video games, and your favorite TV shows. If that sounds like you, cuddle up to the Trick or Treat Radio Facebook group, or the FIB. That stands for Fan Interaction Board. Just go to Facebook and search for Trick or Treat Radio and have more fun than a Jedi at a lightsaber sale. Not enough? Watch us on YouTube, The Deadites TV, all one word. Last but not least, check out the world's most dangerous talk radio show, Trick or Treat Radio, at trickortreatradio.com.
Hello, this is the Sasquatch, aka Bigfoot, but you can just call me Frank. And when I'm not stomping around the woods throwing rocks at hunters, I like to listen to the Paranormal Punchers podcast. That's right, Paranormal Punchers. They talk about all things paranormal, and they're hilarious. Go find them on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, and paranormalpunchers.com.
We're back. Cecil in the chat room says Mars got blood red farm vision. And First Time Mike says I figured MZ was going to be the one screaming about the movie, not Mars. And Cecil also says I was looking forward to this Hellraiser coverage. It didn't disappoint. All right, so we got some voicemail to play. Should I wait for those guys?
No, fuck them.
You know, I'll start with.
Start with a Valentine.
No, I'll wait on that. So, our good buddy Nicholas is doing another review series.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, he's been. He talked about this a little while ago, and he reviewed Psycho 1 through 4. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play one a week. So the next 4 weeks, we're gonna hear a review from our buddy Nicholas. What are you laughing at? Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Let's spend the night-o together. Jesus Christ, are you gonna die?
Calm down, dude.
I hope so.
All right.
What?
Play the fucking.
So we are going to hear from Nick over the course of the next 4 weeks, and he's going to talk about Psycho. And we're going to play Psycho 1. Start off with 1, and then next week we'll do part 2. So let's hear from Nick and see what's going on in his end of the world.
What's up, guys? Gonna finish this up with Psycho, the original 9.
Oh wait, did he want to do that one last? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna play it. He sent them to me 2, 3, 4, 1. So I wasn't sure if that's the order he wanted to play, but I'm gonna play 1 first. I'm gonna start with 1, right?
Yeah.
All right.
1960. This film is fantastic. I wanted to save it to last because I've seen it so many times and I never seen the other ones. So I was like, let's save it for last, save the best for last kind of thing. And I was right. I mean, I just finished it. It's such a great film. Like, I'm not a huge Hitchcock fan. I haven't seen all his stuff, but I love this one. Anthony Perkins was such a perfect actor for this role. He definitely sticks out. And I mentioned that in all my things, he sticks out as like being an actor of today in that film. He's not like stiffed and, just reading lines. He has facial expressions. He has emotion. He has just so much little things that he adds that is just perfect. And then, as I say on the rest of the movies, 2 to 4, he kind of feels like an actor out of time, but in a bad way. Like, it's almost overacting. But, I don't know. But he's perfect for this role. I love the... it's just a simple setup, but it works great. Stealing the money and she's on the run, and then she goes missing. It's perfect. You got the private investigator. You got, I didn't realize like it's cool that I saw them 2 to 4 and then back to 1 because then I noticed the sheriff character more. So that was interesting. Just how it was kind of like, oh, Norman's just Norman. And I don't know. It just worked so well. Maybe next time you watch it in reverse order, maybe. Don't start with 4, though. It's pretty rough. But no, Psycho 1, it's still one of my favorite films. It's just so good. It just does something so right. I mean, the whole... him being crazy and like having that extra thing of having the mother's voice is great. And that last scene is just, it's one of my favorite scenes in film. Like, it's just perfect with the smile and everything. And what I didn't notice this time is when they pull away from the smile, when they pull in close, and then you see the car pulling out into the end, right before they show the truck, like it goes to do a dissolve, you see like teeth of like a skull. So it's kind of like him being the mother as a corpse. Great film. Just A+, great film. I was happy to go through the series, and maybe one day I'll watch it again and dissect it a little more. But thanks for playing them all, and sorry for getting them on so short notice, Johnny. But I'll send this right now. Thanks. Bye. A+.
No problem, Nick. Obviously, it's a fucking classic. So.
Oh, it's great. One of my favorite scenes in that movie is the dinner scene in the back where Marion Crane and Norman Bates are having a dinner, and I love the way Perkins is shot in that scene, because he's shot off to the far right while you see this looming owl with the wings spread out, and it looks like it's coming right towards him. I love that because it's so symbolic of his relationship with his mother, and it's almost like the owl is his mother, where she swoops down on him to make sure that he doesn't fuck anything up or he doesn't do what he's not supposed to be doing. And so she's kind of like the watchful eye. The owl's like kind of like the watchful eye of his mother, and it's really creepy, that scene. It's so well done, so well photographed and scripted. It's probably my favorite scene in the whole movie. It's so good. You learn so much about both characters, and they're very well fleshed out. Such a fantastic scene.
Yeah, fucking great movie. I haven't seen it in a long time, but so good, so good, so elated.
So fine.
So fine. So, thanks for sending in that Raven Shadow Valentine greeting.
Hey!
What?
Play back the entire message.
No, you missed it.
It's not nice.
Your fault for smoking.
Yeah, your fault for smoking. There you go.
I want to go in, but you don't let me go in.
Yeah, right.
We actually got 3 greetings for Raven Shadow.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
No, you're right. We didn't get any.
That sucks.
All right, so thanks, Nick. That's part 1. We'll play part 2 next week.
Oh, the Psycho.
Yes. Yes, Psycho. Let's hear from Corny.
Yes.
Hey guys, this is Evil Corny. I want to give a shout out to my brother in Australia, Drive Jacket Mark. Today's his birthday, so happy birthday, brother.
Yeah.
I also want to give my crush for a member of the Trick or Treat Radio family.
Who's it gonna be?
And that would be Ms. M.
Not you, Mars.
I think she has a real beautiful singing voice.
Yeah.
I love listening to her advertisement for the Fib.
Yep.
And also, I think it's real cool every time she shows up for the live show. She has a flask, and I like a woman with a flask.
There you go.
You all have a good one. Evil Corny out.
Corny, you and I park our cars in the same garage.
What kind of garage is that?
Excuse me.
It's on a
I show up here with a handle of whiskey, and I get no respect.
That's badass, but
She shows up with a little itty bitty flask.
Yeah, it's more badass.
Yeah, let's see you show up with just a flask.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You can't do it.
I got a fucking handle of whiskey.
You had a handful.
Yeah, it's motherfucker. It's empty.
It's a motherfucking growler. Jesus Christ.
Well, thank you, Corny. Thank you for sending in the Valentine's Day tidings. The fuck are you watching, Mars? I know you're not taking notes right now.
Finish your tweet and get back to the show.
I'm
looking at Instagram.
I'm looking for something.
Pinhead heaven.
All right, we heard from. I wonder if this is going to be what I think it is. We heard from Creepy Girl.
Hey, Trick or Treat Radio. It's Creepy Girl. I just want to say thank you for letting me hang out with y'all on Valentine's Day.
Aw, don't thank us. Thank
My
you.
daughter, she just moved away to North Carolina, so I'm in this house all by myself.
MZ.
And I went to work today, and I watched all the couples come in and have lunch.
MZ.
And I just was feeling a little bit like V-Day sadness. I wore my Love Stinks, Let's Drink shirt, of course.
Nice.
But anyways, special Valentine shout out, of course, to MZ, because you guys know I just think he is adorable. He seems like the kind of guy that will never grow old. He'll just always be adorable and fun. So I'm just saying thanks for making my Valentine's Day not so lonely and sad, and I'm glad I got to hang out with Trick or Treat Radio. And I had one question to ask you. I would love to know from all of you, even Aries, don't just sit in the corner and not say nothing. I'd love to know the perfect date you would take someone you care about on from all of you. Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Well, thank you, Creepy Girl. And I'm glad that we could bring even the slightest bit of joy, and we appreciate you
and thank you
hanging out.
Thank
MZ got his first Valentine's
Monster
Day.
Zero.
Yes.
MZ, she's all alone.
Monster Zero,
I
you were
know.
8 hours and about $300 away from eating ass.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hop on that plane and lick that refrain, my friend.
What?
Hey, have a little respect for her, will you?
You are blowing it.
It's not 8 hours. It's only like a 3-hour flight.
Well, he has to fucking drive there.
Oh, my God.
Just fucking, you're blowing it. You, someone who looks and acts like you, should never be having sex, let alone be just like she wants to make the sweet love to you.
You can have as much as you want.
Yeah.
What does that mean, John?
I wasn't gonna. I don't want to put words in people's mouths.
I think you did.
Yeah.
She'll let me.
Jesus, listen, you guys are all running amok.
Oh, I bet she's into everything.
Oh my
Raven
God.
Shadow.
All kinds of wrong.
Raven Shadow. This is consensual.
She would be
We hope so.
your own personal, like, sexy, creepy girl, like, party time buffet.
Oh.
Like, you would never.
The dirtiest thing you could ever think of? Oh, yeah.
She would.
Oh, yeah. Right there. Oh. Yep.
She would
Raven
let.
Shadow's the voice of reason. What is going on?
What's
but you
bringing
better
that
bring the
smile
baby
on your
wipes.
face? Oh, yeah.
She would let you dress like a cake and fart on you.
Jesus. Whoa. She's a classy lady. Making a nice drink.
I'm not doubting that.
She's making a nice drink.
She's a lady on the street. A whore in the sheets.
Whoa.
Oh, you know what? No.
Hit him, MZ. Hit him.
No, correct me.
Defender on her.
Correct me if I'm wrong, creepy girl.
Well, I think maybe the term, maybe the verbiage is wrong. Maybe.
No, there's nothing. No.
Did Girlfriend Zero even say Happy Valentine's Day to you?
Yes, she did.
Did she give you a Valentine's present?
No.
Really?
Hey, I didn't get her one either. So.
I gave a Valentine's present.
Yeah.
I gave
Spank on the bottom.
Nope. I gave a Henry Rollins book. And
To Henry Rollins?
No, to Aries.
No. And I gave a storybook that I found that reminded me of my special lady friend. And
I thought you were gonna say remind her of you. It would have been Where the Wild Things Are.
Yeah. And I gave her the new Robin single.
Batman and
Hold the audio.
No. And there's one other thing in that. Oh, and some cat earrings.
They're made out of human cats.
No.
Human cats?
Should I have said goodbye to that cat last time I was over?
No.
Like a thunder
The
cat?
cat got a Valentine's Day present too. When I came home, I got her some cat treats.
Some.
But Mars, that doesn't answer the question.
And I gave her some roses.
The cat?
No, the cat. That's the only thing I had to pay for out of pocket, though. Everything
All right,
else
so
I had gift certificates.
What would we...
Perfect date.
Our perfect date?
Yeah.
For me, or for, like, see, that's a trick question.
Right, so it's be like you and Ryan Gosling watching.
Well, no, I had a girl I hang out with all the time, who was a
what would be your perfect?
Who
date?
was a W on both ends of the sheets, and we used to go to that. We used to go to That's Entertainment a lot, but she was crazy.
I don't know what that means. A W on both ends of the sheet.
Jesus Christ and the cross.
Cecil says, "Dear Henry Rollins, I love you. Happy Valentine's, Mars." And Julie Meow Meow says, "Oh my God, that is so sweet." In regard to Creepy Girl's message,
Very nice.
How do you know she wasn't talking about my Valentine's present?
because it came 4 minutes ago before you even talked about it.
Julie is my Trick or Treat Radio Valentine, so there. Just don't tell Miss Matrix because she'll punch me.
She could have been commenting on my Lady in the Streets.
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't know. I don't know what so a perfect date that I would enjoy.
Yes,
Watching
professional wrestling. And the Crypto Cast.
Yeah, I was going to say
divorced
some
dad.
Blue Beetle action figure.
A nice day at a delicious restaurant, one of my favorite restaurants, and then a couple hours being able to go through back issues at TE.
What restaurant?
I don't know.
You just said your favorite restaurant.
Oh,
So
a
the one in
favorite.
that one in Upton. That one.
I do like that
Red
one, but I
Rock?
think if I was going to where I would want to eat, it wouldn't be anything upscale. I would really like to get homemade chicken tenders at Harry's.
Chicken nuggets and
French
potato tots.
Harry's?
Yeah.
Hope
In
there's a prize
Westboro?
inside.
Yeah. If
Fried macaroni and cheese.
If I died tomorrow and they were if I knew I was dying and I could have one last meal, it would be Texas French toast and homemade chicken tenders from Harry's. That's where we go. So yeah, that stuff from Harry's, and then going home and
grabbing the air sharky.
As Amanda Palmer said, making out the faces of death with Amanda Palmer.
Wow. MZs would be going to Art Bradish's and sticking his dick in the onion rings.
Well, if it's that kind of party.
What's yours, MZ?
My ideal for something like this is really rather simplistic. I don't try to go too overboard. Sometimes simplistic is the best way to go. So really, it's just
that's what creepy girl thinks.
Dinner.
That's what she likes you.
Yeah. Just a simple, basic dinner and a movie. And that's
what
really
dinner and what movie.
What movie?
Yeah. If you could pick any movie to see on the big screen.
Let's see. Probably Anal Blasters, Volume 36.
Jesus Christ.
That would be on video.
Is that the one where the guy yells, "You've been blasted"?
I bet there's some surprise boob in that, Aries.
It wouldn't be a surprise.
No, it wouldn't at all.
It would be anything that she would want to see, whatever it is. It doesn't matter to me. But
who?
But knowing Creepy Girl, it would have.
Wow!
But knowing that, it would have to be horror.
That would
have to be horror.
You realize that you would get divorced if your special lady friend just went by YouTube right now, right?
Oh yeah, I know.
So why not end it? You're just getting fat, sad, and pathetic in this relationship.
Say
You
on
used to
air.
be thin and handsome.
When
was I handsome?
When was he thin?
I used to be thin.
When?
He was 8.
God, long
Maybe
time
10
ago.
years ago. Wait, Creepy Girl says, "Oh my God, you guys are funny. I'm really a good girl. I mean, with someone I'm dating or really into, I can be fun. I haven't dated for 3 years. I always say if only MZ was single."
He is single.
He is.
And then she says, "Dinner and a movie is awesome."
Then that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
It's a date.
We just made a love connection.
Crowdfunding.
Let's get the fucking Kickstarter going. Is MZ messaging her right now? Is that what's going on?
No.
Oh, I thought you were making plans.
No.
Oh my God, Mars.
What?
Huh?
Mars. Julie Meow Meow says, "Mars, you're my Trick or Treat Radio Valentine, and I want you to hug all your friends."
What kind of Valentine is that?
Wrong verb.
What friends?
No one in this room.
Yeah.
You want to talk about skinny?
Well, I've seen you. I know.
Look at that.
That's before the cheeseburger came flying out of your stomach.
I remember that.
Look at that. Look at those fucking weird arms.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Yoga?
Calisthenics.
Are you
I
wearing a
think.
headband?
Yeah.
You wearing a kamikaze shirt?
No.
All right, Aries, what's yours?
What, my perfect Valentine?
No, your perfect date.
Date.
Did a bottle of whiskey.
It would involve a bottle of whiskey and side boob.
Well, full
And
boob.
cigarettes and whiskey.
That's a good day. I'll go with you.
Yeah,
There we go. Love connection.
Yeah, I think MC kind of
You
summed
wanna
it up there, yeah.
You want to go to the speakeasy?
Whiskey and smokes.
Sexy speakeasy. Does he have to shave his beard first, Aries? Raven Shadow?
No one likes that.
Yeah, you don't need that chafing in the inner thigh.
Wow.
What?
How about
What?
that?
What?
It's not stubble, bro.
Okay, yeah, moving on.
Yeah, what's yours, Aries?
What? No, I thought MZ summed it up
You
there.
summed it up? Okay, fine.
Whiskey and cigarettes.
Whiskey and cigarettes. Wow.
In the dark.
All right, Raven Shadow.
All right. Now, I think I'll take my special lady friend to shop at the stores that she wants to shop at, and maybe take out a opera, something like the Fledermaus.
Take out a lot of credit first, too.
Do you want to give your special lady friend a gift that she really wants?
Yes.
I will let you go into the basement and take one of the portraits of me. And
Ooh.
bring it to her.
Wow.
Wow.
Down boys. What are you doing?
What is going on?
Take the Grimbro one and put it in the second
Will
speakeasy.
will you look at that, please? Because he's fucking distracting me.
What the fuck? What?
That was a Mallrats reference.
Yeah, just kind of...
No, I used to have a big Valentine's Day move in a previous life where
great,
a former special lady friend, we worked in the same office or same building.
Jesus, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
How do you have that? What are you, 12 in that photo?
You are a handsome motherfucker.
You know what is weird
John
about this?
Travolta.
I won't say, but Wolfie, looking at it close, I think it confirms one of his other theories. He's with his relatives here.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ. You are a handsome motherfucker. You look like Tiny White a little bit.
Well, let's not
look.
go
He's
too
wearing.
Let's not go overboard.
He's wearing
here.
a Three Stooges shirt.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes, he's wearing a Three Stooges shirt.
That's my Three Stooges shirt that I used to
He's
wear.
like 12 years old.
How old are you in this
I don't
photo?
remember. I think I might have been 14 around
Holy
then.
shit, you're a handsome
Is this on your
motherfucker.
Facebook page?
No, I'll give him.
How many years
must
do I
be.
get?
It must be on my Facebook page somewhere.
No, but we're gonna put that on your dating profile.
Yeah.
There is nothing
We don't need a
handsome
dating.
about that.
We don't need a
He's
dating
a good-looking
profile.
guy.
No.
He's got a date all lined up.
Yeah. With them DSLs.
There's,
Do you notice though that
My Three Stooges shirt.
No, I get it.
yeah, family get together? I guess he's right.
yeah. Who are you handing that
I don't
to?
know. What are you motherfuckers?
Who has the
That's
pink
not
phone?
me.
All right, remember, children, wherever you go.
Was that it, Raven Shadow?
I need to go home and do some editing.
Did you finish yours?
No, my perfect date.
Take out a line of credit, go shopping.
Yeah, no.
Go to a show.
I was a mall rat. Yeah, maybe see. No, wake up nice. Wake up late. Wake up late in the day.
Oh, so you're waking up with your date?
Yeah. We already. So this is like it was like I'm thinking like a we have a.
So you had a good night.
Yeah, a whole lot of verbs the previous evening, right?
Taxi fare is on the counter.
Doing
Yeah.
the taxes.
Yeah, doing the cat box, and you wake up slow. Wake up nice. Maybe make some coffee and tea.
Wait, do you make scramby eggs?
I don't. She does. I don't know how to make. I called Joey Tron.
He drives an hour and a half to come up to make fucking eggs.
Dude, you gotta come over, dude. Can I come in? No, just make them in the
Do
car.
you still not know how to make scramby
You don't
eggs?
have to. What am I gonna do?
Do you really? You don't know how?
No, I understand the mechanic of it, but I just don't. I don't have that kind of time.
The mechanic of it.
Yeah, you put them in the
Yeah,
pan.
yeah. You don't have that kind of time because you never put the fucking oven on. You were just sitting there.
Okay.
Moving them around.
I don't
in
remember
the pan.
that. By the way, I don't remember that story.
Maybe you don't know how to make eggs if you put them in the oven.
Yeah.
No,
No,
but
on the
oven-
stovetop.
You said oven.
No, he
Sorry, I
said turn
meant
the
on the-
oven on. That is the oven.
Yeah.
No. Oven and stovetop are two different things.
No, it's not.
No, it's the
It
same
is.
fucking machine.
Can you put eggs in the crock pot?
No, because you can have a stovetop without an oven.
Can you have an oven without the stovetop?
What's the fucking?
Yes. Yes, you can.
See?
What's the
That's
oven
fine.
like at Pinhead's Farm?
Nice.
Pinhead's Farm remembers.
That might be the episode title.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nah, maybe get a nice brunch. Get a nice brunch. Have some mimosas.
Julie, I'm sorry I showed you my belly. Thank you for still having me be the Valentine. Mimosas? What are you fucking? You
What's
taking
in
your
a mimosa?
You taking your Grammy out for a date?
Chasing
I gotta look it
mimosas.
up. Yeah, just mimosas.
What's in a mimosa?
Vodka and orange juice.
That's a screwdriver.
sir.
Oh, champagne and orange juice. Isn't it? What?
Swing and a miss.
What's John? You don't know. What's in a
Oh
mimosa?
yeah, what are you asking me?
Yeah. The bartender doesn't know.
It's like champagne. It's like champagne and orange juice, right?
Yeah, thank you.
No.
Well, what is it then?
That's like saying that, oh,
Vodka,
what's in a
orange
chai?
juice, cranberry juice.
Vodka, orange juice, and cranberry. Wasn't that what I said?
No.
What did I say?
You said
screwdriver.
vodka. You said vodka, orange juice.
And then you
I'm
said
a big fucking
Cham-
dummy.
champagne.
I'm a big. All right, I'm gonna have a shot of whiskey and some pancakes. Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, Creepy Girl said champagne and OJ.
Thank
Wait.
you. She's a bartender too.
Who are you
She is.
courting? Me or your girl? Whiskey and pancakes.
Well, what are you doing tomorrow?
Apparently, I'm coming to your place for whiskey and pancakes.
All right, so then I round to Aries: whiskey, cigarettes, and pancakes.
And Julie wants to know why is Raven Child's perfect date turning into an entire week?
It's not a stupid question.
And then a hot air balloon ride.
Yeah. I make snow angels. Go see Morris Day in the Time.
Yeah.
Go see the Mona Lisa.
And you leave your girl behind?
Nah, she's gonna film. Someone's gotta film it.
Go to a pizzeria and get some za.
Yeah, I ain't calling it nothing za. Maybe go see the Black Panther.
When's that?
You're
come
not
out?
going to see it on fucking opening weekend.
I'm getting fucking anxiety. all
When's
right?
that coming out?
Like next week. This
coming
week.
out Thursday night.
But I gotta see
Tomorrow.
Spider-Man: Homecoming and then Thor: Ragnarok.
Are you?
You don't-
honestly?
Down
you
the
don't
Ragnarok.
have to.
I get anxiety. I can't fucking relax. I gotta
You don't
see them.
have to.
I do. I get mental.
Well, you know what?
Spider-Man's
They're both available for you.
yeah, but Aries said that there's problems.
What?
Yeah, with you.
Can we please go? I have to go edit out everything that said.
Jesus.
I have to edit everything. Give your friends hugs.
Every time we hit Raven Shadow, we hit a fucking roadblock. God damn it!
But it's a fun roadblock.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's fun for about a minute, then it gets nauseating.
This guy has to go home and snap his carrot. He's very excited.
Sleep.
Yeah. Oh, I did have an old Valentine's Day move though. That when a former special lady friend, we worked in the same building, and she would leave at 4:30. I stayed till 5. So when
ooh, sexy.
So then when she had a cubicle and then later an office, I did a move where I would cut out like colored hots, right?
Hats.
Yeah, like the fucking things.
Hats.
And I would have that in like an interoffice envelope, and then I'd go down to local CVS. I'd be all fucking stealthy. I'd like have my clipboard, thinking I'm walking around. I'd sneak into the cubicle and then later office, and I would spread all the hots around like teddy bears and a little bit of treats, and it was nice. And the great thing about that was she'd come in the next day, but also the whole office full of all women would then see it. So it'd be like,
oh, you're like the fucking hero.
I'd be like the pimp. Yeah.
I'm hoping you did this the day before.
Yeah, no, day before, yeah.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like, day after.
You know what's interesting? My special lady friend saw one of your, I think, past special lady friends, almost special lady friends maybe, at a wake of all places.
When?
On Monday night.
Okay. Once again, is this a conversation for on air?
No, it's interesting. It is interesting because she didn't know her real name. She only knew her by her Instagram handle. So she was waiting in line, and somebody was like, January girl. And like my special lady friend was like, like, what's happening right now?
One of my special lady friends?
I think it was at least almost.
Oh.
JH.
Oh yes, yeah, I definitely.
J.H. Williams?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Sound check?
No, it wasn't sound check. I dropped the ball on that one. That's poor timing.
Drop the ball in that one or on?
Was this?
Jesus Christ!
What the fuck is going on here?
It's time to cut the crap.
Cecil says Raven Shadow in the new original Lifetime film, My Office Valentine.
I was, yeah.
And Julie says, okay, who has done the special snuggles in the office?
What does that mean?
Wrong verb, but
I've done so much special snuggles in the office.
Because we used to lock my office. I could lock my office, and then even
you're like a fucking politician.
My last special lady friend and I covered a different store in the chain.
Hey, no.
Yeah.
No.
And after it closed, yeah.
Oh, is that? Yeah,
No.
it's a family connection there. That one?
No.
You probably wrestled.
Oh, no difference on a chain. No, yeah, no difference. Like, yeah, no.
Yeah. How about that, huh?
No, fuck off.
No, that's not what I meant. Like chronologically, the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, you think I can keep up with that shit?
I don't know. I know that. I know that we did it on Junior Day.
Oh, fuck. No.
It's a different one.
No.
We did it in the tubes.
No.
It's not related to you.
No.
But you were in there.
Jesus Christ.
Right back. I'm fucking David Tennant again.
I had her wear an Aries mask though.
Wow.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
Where you make the pizzas, we did it there.
Yeah.
Zalba kiosk area.
What the fuck?
Redemption
Johnny,
counter.
you probably put some David Townsend on.
Oh yeah, I had mine. I forgot. You know what? I kind of almost had mine last week. So went to. Although it could have been if we had more time, we would have went to our favorite restaurant, but we didn't have time. I had to work, then drive out to Boston, and we went to go see a show. So going out to a nice restaurant and then going to see a show, I think that's kind of like, that's a nice night. So that's pretty standard, I guess. If I had like a whole trip planned, that would be nice. I could figure something out there. But since it's one date, then it's pretty simple.
But you are going to New Orleans though, so with a couple of dudes.
With my boyfriend.
With a couple of dudes, yeah.
To be fair, I'd hit Coop.
Nolans.
Yeah, I'd nail Coop if I had a chance.
But you have had a chance.
Mate, how do you know I didn't? How do you know what we did?
I
would have
heard it.
How do you know what we did by the pool?
He was up very early in the morning.
He was up all night.
I think we all missed a comedy opportunity. Yet, if it was Monster Zero, it would have been real for somebody to just like let out some like obscene, personal, like, you know, be like, dinner in a movie, then like, some water sports.
Jesus.
Should have a hot pepper up my ass.
We would go to Cleveland, and I would give her a Cleveland steamer.
We do it like nasty fucking pigs.
I could have sworn that yours would have involved the jelly donut, Mars.
Well,
Nope.
12 of them.
I don't like food, and
No, you like food though.
We tried that a couple times, and no.
That's gross.
Definitely not chocolate, because it looks like
Chocolate sauce sticks to it.
No. There was no
like you made me shit the bed.
There was no pizza when we did it where you make the pizza.
Jesus Christ. All right, we're moving on. Let's hear from our
bad
buddy.
idea.
Yeah, it was a real bad idea.
I know she's not listening, so I can say what I want.
Let's hear from First Time Mike.
Thank you.
What's up, Trick or Treat family? This is First Time Mike with my review of Hellraiser Judgment. I got this from the Red Box, $2 for the DVD. It's a usual bare bones DVD. It just has some deleted and one expanded scene. And I tried to go into this fresh because I heard about the little tete-a-tete with Doug Bradley not being interested in being in this movie. And after the hot garbage that was Hellraiser Revelations, I tried to go into an open mind. The beginning starts out with a lamentation about how the box just isn't into going to whet the appetites of those who want to go to hell, because when you can get almost everything you want with the touch of a button, what good is a little puzzle box? So in the little opening, they try to come up with something new. And something new seems to have the grandeur of hell in some little corner house that's a little bit rattier than you expect on a corner, and that's where the mayhem ensues. Some of the images from the trailer looked pretty striking, and it was an interesting movie, kind of a blend of some of the recent Hellraiser movies, more of a crime drama with murders and stuff, but this one has more of the Hellraiser mythos interweaved into it. It's kind of interesting that the Grand Vistas of Hell are now just basically in some rundown house. I'm trying not to give spoilers away, but some of the imagery is still very striking, both with the various there's some Cenobites, and with some of the murders that were done. There's a truly grotesque scene that kind of threw me off a little bit, and I'm not squeamish anymore, but kind of what happened to it was really kind of disgusting, and the little punchline with the letter that's found later is actually kind of very true if you think about it, but again, I don't want to spoil anything. The performance of I believe his name is Paul S. Thomas as Pinhead. He doesn't have the gravitas of Doug Bradley as Pinhead, and he won't have the gravitas of Doug Bradley as Pinhead. But I thought he did an okay job, far better than the other guy in Revelations that seemed to want to just be a mustache-twirling villain, where this Pinhead is a little bit more like the old Pinhead of austere, slightly sarcastic, but his main duty is carrying out the intrigues of hell, and that's all he's interested in. There is an interesting bit of the mythos where you see some of the other side of the equation of good versus evil, and it's interesting how they have the forces of good, and it's a little bit Barker in a way where, ultimate good is sometimes just as bad as ultimate evil, but I'm not going to spoil anything. The acting wasn't bad. The main mystery story was okay. Some of the murder visuals are actually pretty interesting, but you don't see as much. I would have liked to have seen some of the more killings. Some of the character beats were okay. But that's kind of what I give it. I give Hellraiser Judgment a tepid treat. I give it. It's an interesting new Hellraiser movie, and understandably just there to probably get the license, keep the rights to it. But it's a lot better than Revelations was, and it has some interesting twists on the mythos of the Hellraiser mythos, and it wasn't a horrible watch. So I give it a tepid treat. Your mileage may vary on it. This is first time Mike. Thanks for listening to my ramblings on it. Wishing you all a good night, and don't open up any boxes that look way too good to be true. Bye.
All right, first time Mike. Thanks, man.
And Dynamo is my Valentine.
Seem to enjoy it a little bit. Well, he does have another voicemail coming up, so you never know. And let's see. Cecil says, can't wait for people to watch this after hearing the review here and being like, that's a farm. All right, so let's hear from our boy, Nathan Cotton Coy Vance Duke.
Hey, boys. This is Nathan Cotton Coy Vance Duke. I wanted to drop you guys a line, say hello. Wednesday is my day off. So
let's get this guy in the fucking show.
20 last night. I did what any normal adult would do, and that was walk to the grocery store, hit up the Red Box, find the new Hellraiser movie you guys are covering, and then buy the cheapest bottle of red wine in the store. So I did all those things. I walked back to my place. I drank half the bottle of wine, and I watched Hellraiser Judgment. And nice. I kind of liked it a lot. It definitely sucks. But I would take it over most Hellraiser sequels for sure. I am not a huge fan of any movie other than the very first one. But I've seen all of them. All of the Doug Bradley ones, plus Revelations or whatever it's called, the one before this. Every Doug Bradley movie after 3 or maybe 4 is just kind of boring. They're just kind of dull as shit, and feel like they're made just, I don't know. It just feels like crass stuff, basically. I feel like nobody gives a shit. So I think it's so funny that people flip when Doug Bradley isn't involved in these movies. It's Doug Bradley had some gravitas, I guess. But not enough to make these movies anything other than a fucking snooze, which is what almost all of them are. And this one this one's a real roller coaster, because it does have parts of it that are boring as shit. Nothing is as tired as a fucking religious serial killer. Who gives a goddamn anymore about a religious serial killer in your horror movie? But I knew I was gonna like this movie when the very beginning of it is Pinhead talking to one of his pals, and he's like, people are so fucked up with now that they have the internet and cell phones. And then the other guy's like, yeah, but we can still ruin people's whole existence or whatever. And Pinhead's like, yeah, I guess you're right. Just so funny to me. Yeah. These sort of eternal beings being discouraged because people are watching ISIS executions on Live Leak or something now. Just very, very funny. Pinhead being discouraged because there's fucked up stuff on YouTube now. Very funny to me. They're having that conversation. You guess in 2018, the internet's been around a while. We're Web 3.0 now, but just now Pinheads get discouraged because of
no Wi-Fi on the farm,
porn or whatever people have access to. But that's when I knew I was going to like it. I like how they just tag on about 10 or 15 minutes of them killing a pedophile to get the movie to feature length. That was good. Yeah, and it's weird. It's a weird movie. The end of this movie is insane. There are parts of it, it's like I said, the procedural cop stuff that feels like it's from any other Hellraiser movie that just is sort of accidentally a Hellraiser movie, is boring as shit. The other stuff is so stupid and so fucking weird. The end of this movie, what the fuck? What? So I don't know if there's going to be a sequel to this. Like, there wasn't really to the last one. That came out like 2011. I'll watch it because who knows how you're supposed to follow that. Pinhead lives in a refrigerator box or something. I will say there's a coda. There's a thing after the credits that doesn't make any sense and isn't worth your time.
Yeah.
But there is a thing there. Yeah. And you know what? I would take this. I'll take these movies made out of some sort of weird desperation to keep the rights over movies where they're like, yeah, let's just, I don't know, make another one of these, I guess. I will say also, they have, I think it's Dimension and Lionsgate. They had Gulager, the guy that made those Feast movies, which I don't like at all. They had him making one of these for Children of the Corn. They made it called like Children of the Corn Runaway or something like that. They shot it like 3 years ago, and it just fell off the face of the planet. But a trailer for that was released recently. So, hey, maybe we'll see that someday, and maybe it'll be insane too. Maybe it'll be weird enough to enjoy. Kind of like this one. I will take a stupid movie over a boring movie any day of the week. All right, and you know what? For Valentine's Day, hey, you're all my special Valentines. Aww. You're all my special boys. Love you all so much.
Ooh.
Anyway, I will talk to you so soon. Bye.
Young boys. Down, boys.
Thank you, Nathan Cotton, Coy Vance Duke. We appreciate it, buddy. You're our Valentine, too. I don't know if you guys saw the ending there, but that was the end of the credits.
What was it?
That he was talking about.
Oh, well. Kids on bikes? Are they Mormons? Did Pinhead get a new house?
There's a new farm.
That's a much nicer house.
Yeah.
I like seeing the Dimension
logo.
The
Dimension logo, that's something. Julie says, oh my God, I just realized it was like Santa Claus being sad that kids don't believe anymore. the whole Pinhead thing.
Yeah. I could have had some stuff there.
All right, we got one more voicemail. Thank you, Nathan Cotton, Coy Vance Duke. Love hearing from you, buddy. And this is First Time Mike with a Valentine's card.
No girls, huh?
What's up, Trick or Treat family? This is First Time Mike.
Yeah!
Sitting here and enjoying my bottle of champagne while I'm watching movies. Which movie? Well, whichever movie is your favorite, that's the one I'm watching. When Johnny said to do your favorite Valentine's, at first I was concerned, saying all the ways it could go wrong. But as I'm thinking now, as I'm watching the movie and thinking about everybody there, I'm figuring, why not a Valentine for everybody? A Valentine for Mars, who never seems to want to be in a picture. Or Monster Zero, who can go into a blinding rage and tell you millions of movies that fit a particular subject, but never has one at the tip of the tongue. Or Aries. I'm too scared to say anything about Aries right now. And my man, Michael Raven Shadow, sitting the sexy speakeasy. He knows what I'm talking about just sitting there and being sexy and, yeah. And Johnny.
Yeah.
I can't say nothing bad about Johnny because he's my man and he could turn this off in a minute. Yeah. That's a fireplace going on in the back. Okay, it's not really a fireplace, it's a heater, but still. Hello. But, yeah, that's the music. You hear it. I'd like to say hello to everybody out there listening tonight. And when you put it on there, even if it's after Valentine's Day, the whole thing, we're not talking about the shh. Just love your movies, love your shows. If you have a podcast, I'd probably listen to it. If I didn't, I'm sorry, but I'll try to listen to it, I promise you. This is First Time Mike, trying to be sexy. This is a deep voice, yeah. And enjoying. Hope you enjoy the rest of the show. And happy Valentine's Day. I like whatever you like. Well, within reasons, I'm not weird. This is your boy, First Time Mike, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, home of love. Wishing y'all a great evening. Good night, and keep jamming, lovers. Bye.
Wow, TM had some game.
That was amazing.
There.
Yeah, he got some
sexy. We got a little movement.
Yeah, you got a little movement going.
I can't stand up right now. That's pretty good.
It was pretty awesome. First time, Mike. Thank you, man. And I think that's it. No one got a Valentine's Day greeting. Well,
good
all
bit.
of us did, but
Yeah, great.
no one got singled out, unfortunately.
No, I did.
Oh, it's true, you did.
Yeah.
I
actually.
did too.
Not in the voicemail.
Well, no, I got singled out on in message. That's even better.
No, it's not.
Jenny
It is.
McCarthy.
It's not.
That's true. That's good. That's good. Good for you, big ups.
Good for you, big ups.
Good for you, big ups. MZ got some play.
Yeah, MZ, the one who hasn't got play at all, got some play.
I'm definitely gonna go home and snap the carrot though, just because.
You jealous?
No.
Go to bed. To relax.
You gotta take Oliver out and go to bed.
Yeah, carry him.
I know, it sucks.
Is he okay? Can he walk right now?
No, he's getting a little better. It's been 2 weeks though. It's been 2
Oh,
weeks.
shit.
With the
I
limping.
hope he gets better.
Me too. And I was bummed because like I was telling Aries, like Bijans have like knee in things anyway. So I think like the angle that she had to pull it out, I think he might have pulled something. But that's funny to Johnny.
No, I just got sent this picture.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's weird.
Why would you send that to us, Mars?
It's terrifying.
You love it.
You're not good at the selfie.
It's like you're like Ted Williams. They froze Mars's head.
Mars sent this picture to me and MZ.
Yeah, and me too.
Oh, you got it too?
Did I get it?
Yeah.
Do you want it?
No.
This is another Aries.
Somebody send it to Aries if you didn't get it.
Apparently, I did get it though. I got a message.
Yeah, later on at Aries' house, that picture's gonna look like I said I don't know, and you can't do that on television.
All right. Well,
cut milk ad.
Motherfucker, you sent it to me twice?
Because you want to look at it more than once.
Why did I need that shit twice?
oh shit. All right. Tonight was fucking crazy. I don't even know what the fuck happened.
It's a bad show.
I don't even know what happened. We talked about a movie. There was a fucking farm. Some shit happened.
Aries got aggressive.
Aries got really aggressive.
Anybody want to fight?
No.
Can we add "Lady on the Street, Whore in the Sheets" to my intro?
No.
She didn't dispute that.
You added some extra S's to dispute.
Like Cobra Commander.
I had a couple drinks.
Dispute.
Destro.
So next week, as I mentioned, we're going to talk about the film The Ritual. It's on Netflix. Check it out. Netflix original. Directed by David Bruckner. And we're also going to have, as a special guest co-host, Jim Smith from Teal. He'll be joining us to talk all about his new upcoming album, which drops exactly a week from right this moment when we're recording live. So it'll be coming out on February 22nd, and Jim will be joining us the day before it comes out. And we may have a giveaway. We're going to talk to Jim and see if we can do some sort of giveaway or something, because I want them to get this in their hands, because it's a fucking great album. So we're going to talk about Teal's new album, Overtime, next week.
I'm going to fight him.
Jim on. You're not going to fucking fight Jim.
I'm going to fight Jim.
No, you're not.
If only
Jim wants to fight.
No, he
if
doesn't.
If only we could get somebody in our band that knew about synths to be able to talk to him.
I know. I wonder who that could be. Maybe that he did say he'd come on once a month, which hasn't happened yet. So
Just not this month.
So let's start to say our goodbyes. Hemsey.
Happy Valentine's Day, creepy girl, and arrivederci to the rest of you douchebags.
Aries, America's sweetheart.
Who wants to fight?
That's his new tagline.
No, I got no catchphrases.
Yeah, you do now.
No. That's just today.
No, catchphrase by committee.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Say your catchphrase. You want me to say it for you?
I'm fascinated. I want to hear your delivery.
I know you remember.
Live fast. Die fast.
That one's yours.
Live fast, die slow.
With your mask.
Nah, live fast, love hard, die with your mask on.
Nothing else?
Nah.
All right.
I got it fucking done.
Mars, man.
Remember, children, wherever you go. Happy Valentine's Day. Ho, 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 ho.
Visit Mars on the farm.
Why does Pinhead live on a farm? Why? Why?
Okay, we're gonna continue this right
No,
now.
no.
Off air. I said off air.
Yes. Okay, thank you. All right, well, that is going to do it for episode 290
guy in a mask.
of Trick or Treat Radio. Want to thank everyone for
regurgitate here, regurgitate there.
Want to thank everyone for spending their Valentine's Day live in the chat room with us. We had a good turnout tonight, and it was awesome seeing all y'all. And also for everyone who sent in feedback, we appreciate it. We love you guys. And anyone who is going to listen to this on the podcast, on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, Satchel Podcast Player, and Spotify, we appreciate it. That's the new one, Raven Chow. It's a brand new thing.
Yeah, we don't get money on that.
No, we don't get money on any of these.
It's good service.
I'll have you know that in October we got 50 cents from Spotify.
Oh, I told them when you were downstairs.
That means that we fucking had 10 billion listens.
So well, that is going to do it. So we will see you guys next week. We'll have Jim Smith, and we'll be talking about The Ritual. So make sure to come back and join us. We look forward to it. And there you go. See ya.